So good.
I can't take it serious. Everyone's just gouging on food. This is the stream, everyone. This is the stream. We're just sitting here eating. This is it.
Dinner with Kings of Pop Culture.
Now, this is Dinner with Kings of Pop Culture ASMR. So this is ambience.
Mm-hmm.
The whole shebang.
Oh yeah.
Good soup. Okay. Right. Ow! Take the bloody bag. RJ, that bag is right near the microphone, right? When you're like, it's like, ow! Don't do that. Swat. All right. Okay. Welcome to an.
I'm putting it on the ground. I'm putting it on the ground. Jesus.
I'm gonna come to Atlanta soon enough.
I'm hearing feedback again.
You know what? Just take the next 30 seconds, people, to indulge. Just 30 seconds. Oh, good soup. Welcome to a stream, ladies and gentlemen. It took us about 2 minutes nearly to compose ourselves, but you know how we do. We got the OGs in this one. We got Yinko, we got Danny, we got Darius, we got RJ, and of course, me, myself, and I. Now, Danny, read out the list that you have constructed for the stream. What an interesting comment to start with. Read out the the list that you have constructed for the stream, sir, and we will get this baby underway.
For sure. So, like, we're going to do a quick OG recap again. So, you know, like last time, everybody wants to know what happened the last time. So, everybody discuss what was going on during the break because everybody thinks we broke up. I don't know how that news got out, but it is what it is.
Well, I don't. Well, this is news to me because the last I looked, okay. I'm going to just preface this by saying we are not a YouTube group. Okay, we're not some like, oh, we're going to rival people on YouTube. We're just a bunch of bros that get together. How's my audio, by the way? Does it sound good?
It sounds better now.
Perfect. Sweet. So in terms of, you know. Damn, that was loud. In terms of us as bros, I really want a burger now. I really want a burger, god damn it. In terms of us as bros, that's what it is, and that's what it's always been. It's been just a bunch of guys who are friends getting together and talking stuff on movies and pop culture. I don't know where this whole thing of us breaking up came from. No idea. Like I said last week, I don't really think I have enough clout on the internet space to garner a response of, hey, where have you guys been? I haven't had my pop culture fix for 3 months because, well, pop culture lately has kind of worn me out. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of a chore at the moment. It feels like work. And also, watch your mouth, sir. And also, hey. Quiet you. Timeout. You get a timeout for that. You get a timeout for that. Bad. Did you stick your middle finger up at me? The whole ass?
For me?
Yeah.
Talking to me?
But yeah, it's literally that's all it is. Just the long and short of it. And we've all been pretty busy and productive in our fields as well, aside from external factors that we know about. Darius, you with your screenplay, with RJ, you both are doing very well on that. Danny, your work prospects, and Yinko, you work in healthcare. So we're all very busy on a lot of occasions. And this was always just a bit of fun to distract ourselves from what was going on in the world. And when we started this, it was at a time when things were different. In terms of the way the world was, because I had a lot more free time on my hands to literally stream every single day. I pretty much lived in this room. and I was.
I'm not gonna make a joke this time.
No, come on. Can we cut me some slack here? I've been up for like.
Hey, no more jokes. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, like, just,
I haven't
right,
made one. I haven't made one yet.
oh,
I just put the. What?
You guys want to know what's the? I mean, I could tell the second part of the
Also,
list. I mean,
in case anyone's wondering, yes, we are back in action, and of course, things are different as well, but also same, but also different because Yinko got a trim.
Yeah, what the hell? Yinko's gotten 0-30 on us. What's going on with you lately, man?
I've got Bully Maguire vibes for some reason. It's just like symbiote energy. But that's the long and short of it. Just been working on some stuff here or there. There's no real like deep-seated reason to it. We're back to usual, back to standard every Sunday. The only reason was last Sunday. Back to formula. It's because I had a date with Spider-Man and I wanted to binge that game and play through that game. And boy, oh boy, I freaking love that game. Me and RJ were on a call playing the final mission together, and it was freaking good. Stuart, I swear to Christ. Great to see you back, lads. Looking forward to checking out the rest of this.
No. What's that last emoji? Hold on.
Whoa!
hey, Stu, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No.
Hey, we don't need no Dwight Howards up in here.
God, here we go again. Stuart, perfectly timed. Great timing, Stu. Love it. Yeah, if it wasn't bad enough that Chelsea got lost to Brentford, you had to go and rub that in. Darius, at this point, it's your cue to say, "Oh yeah, they did lose." As a reference to Liverpool, back in the day. But yeah, let's get on to the second topic of the list because the first topic is kind of like I explained that last week, and it's just going over the same mundane stuff. And check the chat, boys.
And so, of course, we're going to talk about some DC news as always. When we ever not do it? Definitely, we were getting some stuff about. I know me and RJ was talking about this a long time or whatever, but it might actually happen. We might actually be getting the Scarecrow back inside the Batman franchise. So, how do you guys feel about that?
Yes. Thank you.
Care to elaborate a bit more, or just the problem with people is because we're indulging in food and
Okay,
sorry,
so
guys.
Want me to go, Danny? Want me to say it?
Yeah, I'm a piggyback off of you. Just
all right.
Start it up.
Basically,
go ahead.
We got some news, some great news in the Matt Reeves universe. News in the Matt Reeves universe. That we might be having a Scarecrow solo project. You shut up. Anyway, so that might be happening. Might be on the cards according to what's his name, Daniel RPK. Yeah. So we might be having like a TV show, a movie. I don't know what it is, but it should be good. I am excited for it if it happens because it's in the Matt Reeves universe, and anything in the Matt Reeves Batman universe, I am going to be excited for. So yeah, Danny, go ahead and piggyback off of me, please.
I think it'll be good. Honestly, they should get old boy that was in the Dark Knight trilogy to come back and reprise as well. I'm gonna be 100, because he did a really good job. And killing Murphy was a fucking badass Scarecrow right there. Of course, since you guys didn't get to be on the last stream when we were talking about other Batman news, I think we should talk about that too. Of course,
we can do it all.
Darius, how you feel about Scarecrow being in the Matt Reeves universe, sir? Yeah.
I feel great about it because I feel like he's one of the the more underrated villains in the Batman catalog.
I agree.
Villains. Because, everyone knows about Joker, even Riddler now, and Harley Quinn.
I feel like everyone freaking talks about his Joker.
Even Two-Face, but Scarecrow was in Begins, but he wasn't even the main feature in Begins. It was really Ra's al Ghul.
He was more like a stepping stone to Ra's.
Yeah, he's kind of a side villain. He was kind of like the second main villain. He was cool in that. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot to delve into with Scarecrow's his whole. People think he's a one-trick pony. He kind of is, but there's a psychological element to it why he does what he does, and the guy that is rumored to like I hope they give it to Mike Flanagan, because if you
yes.
Jesus.
Haunting, if you've seen Haunting of Hill House, Doctor Sleep, stuff like that, like Haunting of Hill House is one of the scariest shows I've ever watched. And I think like that type of style, like that Scarecrow's entire thing is
Doctor Sleep too.
Yeah, Doctor Sleep's pretty scary. And I feel like the perfect way to do Scarecrow would be like kind of a cross between the Batman Begins version and kind of Mysterio from Far From Home with the illusions. You gotta go all in with that. Like, so I'm excited. And it's in the Matt Reeves universe, so like the Scarecrow is kind of in between being grounded and being mystical, because it's all illusions, but
yeah,
you kind of go crazy with it. It kind of lets you have your cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? Like you go crazy, but it's still grounded because it's a chemical.
You could really sort of go along the route of how like Arkham Asylum did it.
Yes, that's a perfect Scarecrow.
And I think for this kind of tone that Matt likes to imbue in his films, I think it works perfectly. And you know the scene where what's the scene where like Bruce is lying back and then Selina's on top of him, and before he like injects himself with the serum, it goes like pam on that mofo. You know, like the way the camera's framed in that scene, and she's like blurry. I think that kind of shot would work really well if like Crane is just looking at him, you know, taunting him, teasing him, and really could tap into a lot of his backstory in his past. Because I mean, we know the backstory in the past, but you can use that to influence his decisions in current day and how the past catches up with you, kind of thing. And the thing is, what I love about trilogies is it's the same trilogy formula where the second or third movie always finds a way to go back to the beginning in some kind of way, or it changes something you thought you knew. And we all know the origin of Batman. It's been told many times. But I think Scarecrow is a very interesting choice, and I like it.
Because me and Adam were like speculating, like, because like you in the classic Batman the animated series, like you have the Vengeance, I am Vengeance. The next part, this is where he's gonna claim that he's the Knight or whatever. So like him, like, you know, being that in that trippy state of mind, because it's basically just based off of that episode where like he just accepts that he's Batman, kind of, if you think about it or whatever. But like by the way it's looking, like it looks like Matt Reeves is probably saying Vengeance, Knight, Batman, like the way I'm thinking that it might be going or whatever, by the way it's looking or whatever.
And you can also link it straight to the first one and leapfrog off of that energy, because the first one was fear is a tool. So what happens when you have like Bruce who's using fear as a tool, you then in the second film have that used against him, and then it's like, hey, taste of your own medicine. Look what you're doing here on steroids. You know, you could. I wonder if, because it's no secret that Matt will recontextualize some of the characters to fit the world, i.e. Riddler, for instance, or whatever. I wonder if they will make Scarecrow connected to Bruce in some way. Not like Bruce specifically, but like Batman. Maybe Batman did something to him, and then it's like a revenge story. Because it's always the second film where there's like some kind of like the Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Fallen. Like there's always a theme of revenge, or someone's out for blood. Like someone wants to get payback for something that happened before.
I kind of like that idea, because you gotta be like, because they're going with an idea where like, because in the Batman, Bruce in a way kind of created Riddler. Like he, like what Bruce was doing kind of inspired Riddler, but Riddler just took it a step further, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill these people and go after them. Like, but if you take that same principle and apply it to Scarecrow, like Bruce is using fear as a tool, like you said. Scarecrow is like, no, I'm gonna take that literally and actually use fear to like kill people and like make them go crazy and make them kill each other and stuff. Like,
yep.
And it can
like,
show
you know that scene in the first one where the Riddler's got that the actor Skarsgård, his name is, he's like tied up with the tape and the bomb. Imagine that, but on steroids. Like heighten that tension. Use the Scarecrow's abilities to make that scene really haunting and devastating. And you could do it in such a way where you're rooting for Bruce to save him, and he doesn't even get anywhere near close, and he never had a chance to save him.
You know, they could touch upon
illusion.
Oh, go ahead.
They could. You know how in Batman Begins, where
Scarecrow is just a more mature Mysterio. You know, he's like that.
You know how in Batman Begins, where Batman is like I forgot what he was doing, but he's like in the house, and Scarecrow and his goons just come in there, and he like hides, and then like Batman like takes them all out.
You need to light him up.
You need to light him up. Like he basically he poisons them, and like that scene was scary as a kid, by the way. But like he lights them on fire and stuff. Like they can do something like that, you know.
Well, watching that scene for the first time, the granddad turns to me and he says, "Well, Batman's not doing so well, is he?" I said, "Well,
like he called Alfred to come get him. He was like, "They poisoned me." Alfred was crying, man. He's like, "No,"
because Scarecrow was like one of the few times that Batman's actually afraid. Like that should be. That should come across like
what happens when you come across an enemy you can't punch.
Say what you will. Yeah. Joker doesn't even scare Batman. He makes Batman scared of himself. But like Scarecrow scares Batman. That's his whole like. That's
because the thing about this. Yeah, because I was gonna say Scarecrow knows that he can't take on Batman physically. Like that's just a one-sided ass whooping right there when it happens. But like what he can do is like he can poison him. Like he's smart enough to like, you know, straight up like trick Batman or whatever and get him into a situation where he gets close enough. All right, you're gonna hallucinate now. Now I can kick your ass. Now it's a fair fight or whatever.
I think it'd be one of them things where, depending on how it's executed, I can see people complaining about it. But the thing is, context is so important. The fight between Scarecrow and Batman at the end will probably be anticlimactic because the minute the hallucinogen's out the picture, bang, sparked out. It's more so the mental journey. He's going to screw him up. And remember how I said when the Batman released first time, when Catwoman goes off into the distance, what if one of those fears is obviously he goes on his journey, man on a mission, like that's mad respect. If you know, you know. Man on a mission, he goes and does his thing. And then he sees her in the rear view. What if like Scarecrow taps into that? The same way, you know how like in Order of the Phoenix when Snape's using the Legilimens thing on Harry to try and train him against like Voldemort breaking into his mind? What if he taps into every single little fear of his? Like, hey, you saved Catwoman here. What if you don't save Catwoman? What if she dies?
Or he could do the Alfred thing. You know when he thought Alfred died?
He could show all the scenarios where he has saved someone. And show, okay, you failed to save this person. Oh, look, they're dead. You can't save them.
Or even the kid.
Yeah.
Hit the mayor.
And then at that point, you know, it'll be on his bat cycle, and then it just
And then like I like the idea because like Riddler tested Batman's mind, like, but this will test his courage, his heart, basically. Like,
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't be surprised if like Dr. Hugo Strange is the reason why Scarecrow starts like appearing too or whatever.
That could be connected to that.
Need to see him
because he can be Dr. Hugo Strange could be like Bruce's therapist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he's like leaking out some of Bruce's personal information out to like some of the villains or whatever. Like you can go do that route because that's what he does sometimes for most of the rich people in Gotham.
I think what they're doing is they're doing like making these separate villain stories to set up like one big like Arkham Asylum type movie.
I just had an idea.
Arkham City movie where like it could be like where Batman takes on.
I just had an idea. An idea just flew into my head. You know how we were talking about hallucinations and shit? What if he's like, hey, you want a dose of what you've been doing to other people? Fight yourself.
Ooh.
And then Batman emerges from the shadows and comes after him. I think there's a mission in Arkham that's similar to that, where you're like Bruce and you're fighting Batman, or like you're Joker and you're fighting Batman, and like Batman is really fucking scary.
Yeah,
legitimately terrifying.
You know he could take
he looks at himself in the mirror and he's like, "Wow, I was a monster." Like I was genuinely
scared. I get touched upon like the first movie.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like we see it as like, oh yeah, he's Batman. He's whooping ass. He's bang bang.
From the other perspective,
but from the other POV, when that like sorry to say it like this, when that guy that looked kind of like you, Darius, and then like a bunch of other people, you know, in the train station, and then he emerges from the shadows, and then he beats up that dude and destroys him. It's like, yeah, that's cool. It's awesome. It's amazing. But then while watching it in a different way, you're like, yeah, I would be shitting bricks right now. Like, yeah.
I mean, even in Mask of the Phantasm, where like Alfred saw Batman for the first time, he said, "My God!" Like he was
scared.
Yeah,
I bet you Alfred is like this when Bruce comes back for being Batman. He's like, "Take the cowl off. Come on, take the cowl off first. The cowl off first, Bruce."
Yeah,
that's what's great about it is, you know,
the cowl off first.
Like for us at the end of that first film, he becomes, you know, vengeance. Like he fully begins that journey of becoming Batman. But it's year 2, right? Year 2.
Year 2.
Yeah.
So that's 2 years of him laying the smackdown on people. I'm talking Nexus style. Like he no mercy. Like just everyone was getting it. So in that 2 years, he's probably made a boatload of enemies, and you've already got the Riddler and Joker in those cells. Scarecrow is next.
Clayface
could be next.
Clayface
could be next. I think Bane could be next. You fill those cells up, and then you lead into an Arkham Asylum type movie where everyone breaks out.
Because you guys know, you guys have read The Long Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that part in the book where like all the villains are in one room? I think Matt wants to do that. He wants to do that, and he like I can see like the second movie ending with all the villains in one room planning something.
If we're going based off of The Long Halloween, like if I think what he's about to do is so like I think these next 2 movies is probably going to be Mad Hatter and Clayface and Scarecrow. I think those are the 3.
I think he's going to adapt a bit of Dark Victory because that comes after Long Halloween, and I do think Robin's going to be in it. I know people might disagree with that, but I think it's going to happen.
Well, put it this way: if they are filling those cells up with villains, I love Batman to death, but you're not fighting all them alone.
He's got Selena. He's going to need Robin too.
Selena, Robin.
Unless they give him like a power, but I think he'll have a Robin in there. I think they're gonna give him a Robin.
Hey, we need Alfred versus the Joker.
I'm saying, like, I don't know if they want to do any other heroes in the Matt Reeves universe, but if they were going to do any other heroes, Green Arrow's the one. That's how much.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like, for sake of continuity, they're not gonna put. They're not gonna probably put in like other heroes in there. They probably will say like, listen, Matt, I know you want to do your own thing, but we got like a whole entire universe, even though it's suspect right now.
James Gunn, fuck off. No, I'm playing.
James.
What's that risk?
Because we already know that James Gunn wants to do the Bat Family. Like it's pretty much like that's his plan. Like he's going to do the Bat Family. Like, you know.
It's confirmed. We got Damian at least.
Wait. So
they're doing the Bat Family. So, like,
that being said, I wonder if. Do you know what I think might happen? Lucius Fox hasn't been introduced yet, has he?
No.
I think you could use Luke Fox.
I don't know. It depends on how they do it with that because this Bruce. I'm not saying you're wrong. They could definitely introduce him,
but because he's young, you know, you don't want to rush it. It's just if you're gonna have him
because he's gonna have to upgrade the Batmobile soon. Upgrade the Batmobile.
Do it in a way where. Like, I think DCU, I would buy that Batman could beat 6 villains by himself because it's more fantastical, it's more comic-y. But because Matt Reeves one is very, like...
I mean, I think as of right now, we could say, like, probably not because he's in his younger days. But who knows with the second one, Matt could give Pattinson a huge power buff. You never know.
It could be a time skip. Who knows?
It could be a time
skip. If you just tell people it's a time skip, then people will believe it. You know, you got to make it make sense.
We could open this movie. It's like
I don't believe it, and it's not good enough for me. Well, then it's not good enough for you.
We can open this movie.
Don't have to hold your hand.
And Pattinson is going Affleck mode and whooping everybody's ass.
Like, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to.
I know people don't want to hear it, but I've said it many times. Robert's Batman has every single Batman within him. He's got the presence of Bale. He's got the mystique and intrigue of Keaton. He's got the brutality of Ben Affleck. Like he's got all of them in one. I guess you could say he's got the quips of what's his face, Adam West. So there you go, Danny.
Also, to brief, I guarantee you, and Danny's going to agree with this.
You have to call.
Danny's going to agree with this. His Bruce Wayne, I guarantee you, the next movie it's going to be a mixture of Val and Christian Bale. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Val, the most underrated
Watch. Because Val's Bruce is damn good.
Hey!
It's
for people
I just hope people can. I hope people can appreciate the time jump if there is one.
Because my thing is this: I don't want nobody hop. I was getting older or whatever, and God forbid if he passes away, I don't want nobody hopping on this train talking about he's a great Batman. Like I hate that thing, man. Like you know what's going to happen.
Patterson he's an actual, other than Ben Affleck, he's a Batman fan. And he gave respect to the Masters of Phantasm. Jesus Christ. He's giving respect to Val Kilmer. He gives respect to everybody.
Yeah.
Like you got two dudes like Pattinson and Matt Reeves that are both Batman fans. You think they don't look at the other movies and say, "Hey, let's take this from this one and do it our own way,"
And also, the world in and of itself is so small. There are people like, "Hey, why don't you use this? It was on set a couple of years ago for the last Batman that never was."
Yeah. And also because like Robert Pattinson, like I said, made a good homage to Val. Like wear his suit. He said like I want to wear Val's Kimmer suit when I'm doing the tryouts.
When he did the audition.
Yeah, I was like, okay, he a real one. He wasn't being
Diggory.
Cedric Diggory, man.
No, he wasn't being a normie by like just put on the Tim Burton Batman suit, because that's what they usually do. Like that's normie talk right there. Like, nah, it's true. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like,
how you doing this?
You look like
a house.
It's like not in my house.
No, because like let me just say one thing about a lot of Batman fans. Some of y'all be like normies all the time, giving me the safe answer. Like, oh, Tim Burton's Batman, Michael Keaton, greatest of all time. Wrong. First of all,
greatest of all time.
Comic accurate, my butt, because like your own creator even said that he never picked up a comic book in forever, like at all. Like he was just.
I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking. Shut your mouth.
He's like, he was shooting from the hip. He was just Tim Burton was just being Tim Burton in those movies. So I'm just saying, like, Rob Pattinson, you're a real one.
Hey, but we know this. I mean, like the minute he was Cedric Diggory, and he was cast, I'm like, this bro has been waiting to break free of his Twilight shackles for so many years.
You know what?
When I was at Comic-Con, there was a Twilight panel, and there was these fangirls that said, "Hey, I hope Robert Pattinson shows here one day. Mofo, he's Batman. Why the hell does he need to show up at a Twilight panel?
I can't be mad at him.
He is Bruce
doing
Wayne."
Twilight.
Yeah, he's Batman now.
Let me tell you why.
I wouldn't be seen. I wouldn't go that if you paid me. Batman, I'm there day one.
You want to know why he did Twilight?
Glorified fan fiction with pussy ass vampires that aren't vampires that bloody go like that.
He did Twilight for the paycheck, so we could do indie movies after that, and then
exactly.
That's why he did it. That's what a lot of actors do. They take the big roles, they can do indie movies afterwards. Actors need to get paid.
Warner Brothers signed into an exclusive deal, if I'm not mistaken. They signed into an exclusive deal. So after he doesn't just have Batman. He's got other big roles too. He got a movie coming out next year.
Whatever else they want him to do. Yeah.
Dare I say it? Mr. Pattinson is Oscar potential.
Yeah. Surprised it hasn't
it's
happened.
there.
Good Time. Good Time's a damn good movie.
The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse too, with him and Defoe.
I mean, it's very telling when he says, "I would rather play Cedric Diggory, a character that, yes, in universe has been there for 4 films, but he's only in there in the one. He's only in it a little bit, and he dies in that movie. Whereas being the face of Twilight, he'd rather still do that. It's very telling.
No one in Twilight liked Twilight because Kirsten Stewart didn't like it either.
No one liked her anyway.
No one liked the movies.
Isn't she a homewrecker?
She cheated on Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
She cheated on Batman.
You know what? With the director too.
And guess what? He got payback. You know what? He's Batman. And he got with Zoe. I don't care what nobody says. Apparently it was with the director. Yeah.
As far as going back to Batman wise, like, how do you guys really feel about having Robin? Because you guys didn't
It's time to go.
You know, here's the thing. I know people have like debates about this when they've heard the rumors, but I get it. Matt Reeves is a Batman fan. He's a Batman fan. Of course he's gonna want to put a Robin in there. And guess what? It's time. Okay. Bro, how many Batman movies are we gonna have where there's no damn Robin? And also people are saying, well, this Batman's too young. There's a time jump, people. Time jump is a reason. There's a thing. I hate when people do that shit where they say, yeah, well, it doesn't make sense. It's Batman's too young. There's a time jump, dipshit. They can do a time jump. Okay? Yeah. It's that simple.
I mean, it's that simple. It's like
why have I got my hand up? It's my stream, goddammit. Yeah. Anyway, on that point, I'm glad that you said that because I'm sick and tired of hearing that same BS too. You can do a time jump. Oh, well, I need to know what happened in those 5 years because
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
He's beating up criminals.
That's how
he's beating up criminals.
Wars,
if you don't know the story of Batman by now, I don't know what on earth.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's just exciting to see it unfold. That's why we go back. It's just exciting to see it unfold in a new take. You know,
time skip stuff because like if you watch between A New Hope and
because you have to.
There's 3 years. They never explain it. There's 3 years of passing A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back.
As a kid, that always jarred me, and I never understood it until I read up. I'm like, oh, 3 years.
A lot of stuff happens off screen. They trusted you to know. You know enough to know the story. You don't have to know every little.
Because like my thing is this.
Rises had 7 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's how I feel. It's like, come on, guys. Like, do we have to hold your hand or well? My thing is this: like when they said that this Batman was gonna be a 2-year Batman or whatever, you have to emphasize that because I was like, if you didn't put that in, then we might be talking about this Batman a little bit different. But you have to put that emphasize like 2 years.
I remember
2 years.
Matt kept saying this is a Batman in his early days. His second year being Batman, early days. He kept saying that. I'm like, yeah, he's saying it for these morons out here that don't know what the hell they're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because as long as you told me, like, if you like prefaced it and saying like, hey, this is a 2-year Batman, so like, all right then, like, now my Batman brain is gonna be at ease. Okay, 2 years. All right, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't put it out there, then like. It's like, I mean, I still probably would have enjoyed it, but like, you know, it probably won't be as good. It's one of them
kind of things where you've got to, and I'm gonna go use an old phrase of mine. Context and nuance are so important here, and you got to be able to instill nuance to go. This is year 2. This is clearly an early. Even if we didn't fucking know it was year 2, it's clearly still an early Batman because he's literally going around beating the living daylights out of people, going. And vengeance. And it's like that's not the main Batman that we know and love, but it's the journey that he takes to get there, you know. And I think what's exciting for me is what we can get with this Batman is a journey of his mental state. We won't get that much with the DCU. Not to knock the DCU, but it's got to be a specific MCU type way of doing things because it's a universe. But because this is specifically a Batman story. You can really focus on the key elements of what makes Batman Batman. Why does he do the things he does? You know, what leads him onto these things? You know, you can focus on that stuff because you're specifically focusing on the character. And I stand by what I said. Unless it's connected to Batman, I don't want it in this universe.
Yeah.
The DCU Batman is going to be... The DCU Batman is already, like... If you already know, if you can just know if Damian's already there, you already know it's going to be Damian's story and everything.
Sorry to cut you off, Danny. But I don't want to hear any dumbass say, "Oh, well, so Clark Kent is Bruce Wayne's friend. He's connected to Batman, so he can be in here." No, you dumbasses. That's not what I mean. I'm talking objectively speaking. Within Batman
right now, bro.
Like this. This right here, this is the Bat family. It would be like then me going and adding
just Batman lore, basically. Just Batman lore.
Just Batman. Yeah. I'm sorry, Clark Kent's Batman lore. No, he's not.
I cannot believe that Superman exists in the Reeves universe. I don't believe that. I can't believe that. It doesn't make it just feels out of place. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At best, you'll probably just get Easter eggs, and that's it.
Metropolis is like
you'll get Easter eggs and you'll get
Metropolis
nods,
references and stuff. But like maybe Lex Luthor. Lex might exist.
But with the Easter eggs that you get in this universe, I wouldn't put too much stock into them because the focus is going to be solely on this individual universe. So the people that go and do these Easter egg videos are like, oh, 30 Easter eggs you missed in the Batman. Mofo, I don't care about an Easter egg to Ferris aircraft. I'm focusing like what was Scarecrow doing here? You know, I don't want to know what it's referencing to Green Lantern, a character who's never going to show in this universe.
Yeah, because you have to remember, say what you want to say, James, about James Gunn or whatever. He made a little bit of clarification when he first put out that slate, like, oh, these are different universes. Keyword, I said a little bit.
Also, The Flash is one of the greatest films of all time. Still haven't watched it, by the way.
We all know waste your time. We all know WB held him at gunpoint and made him say that. Come on,
man.
There was a gun that was behind the camera.
So bad. I felt so bad for Aquaman. He just went straight to it. He says, "Aquaman, next movie and everything." Like I was like,
listen, James Gunn is gonna have to show me something.
As long as Amber Turd dies in that movie,
you got to show me something. This is like a quarterback on a team that needs to prove himself.
Mac Jones.
No, I'm gonna do what Evan would say. Well, if you can keep all your friends.
Yeah, that's a perfect impression.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. Like, what? It's like I'm. Don't worry. James Gunn is on the chopping block. Like once again.
You bet your ass is on the chopping block.
It's like
in the
listen,
sense
man.
Of,
listen.
You sort it out. You know.
I'm just saying.
For another time. DC,
this is your last chance. Okay,
this is your last chance, DC.
James Gunn, with all this stuff you've been talking kind of shit lately. You've been talking a little shit, and you got rid of Henry Cavill. Okay,
right now in terms of superhero genre, you just brought Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
right now. Do you know what? I haven't done this in so long. Just pause, RJ, pause. I just need to say this. Henry Cavill, Superman incarnate, Superman defined, and you slapped him in the face over and over again. And we had to sit there and watch as this great man was beaten again and again and again.
This great man
bent the poor soul over a barbecue and started smacking his ass with a spatula.
He sounds like one of those dudes that's supporting a politician. Great man.
He's a great guy.
Great man. Well,
this is a great man.
Fucked him over. They fucked him over so hard that
you see this man up here. He's a great man.
I agree. I
now to be fair,
now
or
go
whatever.
back to what RJ was saying because I went off on a tangent because I had to rant about it.
But what I'm
sorry,
saying is,
I'm never ever gonna forgive it. And they cast a geezer called David Corenswet that looks exactly like Henry Cavill.
Here's the thing that I don't get.
Fuck off, DC.
Here's my thing, right? And
Jesus
Danny,
fucking
you're going to agree with this because you're a businessman and you're the business guy out of all of us. Hold on, it's true. He is. He knows more about business than all of us.
No, it's true.
What I'm saying is,
all right, fair.
He put so much pressure on this movie when he got rid of Henry Cavill because money-wise.
Yeah.
Because money-wise, a James Gunn directed Superman movie starring Henry Cavill would make money.
Would make money.
Because
supply and demand, baby.
You would have had the Snyder fans on your side. Now you don't. Okay, you don't.
It's like you like if you would have just said Henry Cavill's the Superman. It's like this is what I'm talking about. It's like
you get to keep Margot Robbie and everyone else, but you fuck over Henry Cavill. What are you doing with yourself?
Say what you want to say. What you want to say about people in Hollywood.
In your heads in shame.
Screw what you want. Screw what you want. Listen to what your fans are saying. Like we're saying, we want Henry Cavill. You give us Henry Cavill
because I'm a astute businessman and I get what I want. It's like no, you screwed over one of the best actors currently today, one of the most passionate actors in the game, who cares about the character and the source material.
Someone needs to write a book about the shit show that was.
I agree. No, sorry. I agree with this. Because it's like I said, on those streams when it was announced he was gone, I said, has he got pictures of someone that we don't know about?
There has to be some kind of like...
There has to be a kind of
undercover...
Hey, Variety and
I'm sorry.
made an article.
Blacklist ain't got nothing on this. There's some kind of undercover stuff that's going on here.
Well, I think
it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
Is
there no one in that boardroom that says for 5 seconds this doesn't make sense?
Did he boing somebody's wife or something?
Why are we doing this?
What happened, bro? Like
I think it's because like Henry Cavill.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because Henry Cavill comes at a point of a perspective of a fan. That's what it is. It's like he doesn't want to do something that will hurt the fans or whatever.
Because he wants anything more than 70%. And DC go, we're giving 69%.
We want to give half-ass.
It's like he doesn't, because the thing is, when Henry Cavill takes a role, like especially like something that's like Superman or whatever, he's thinking about what the fans are gonna say. He says like, "I'm here to entertain my fans" or whatever.
Here's the thing about if it's about money. What money, DC? Your movies don't make any fucking money. You don't make money anymore. Like what money, DC? Like what are you talking about?
Matt Reeves.
You're broke as hell. I mean, when you have an actor like Henry Cavill, I just don't understand. They're a company that also needs money, may I add. You know Henry Cavill is guaranteed chimichanga. You know he's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Word of mouth, his name alone will sell the movie, regardless if people give a shit about Superman or not. So the fact that you all had the audacity to bring him back, drip feed us, you dangled the carrot in front of us, you dangled the carrot. We went straight to the carrot. You just left it jangling in front of us.
Someone needs to make a documentary.
This is what happened. You pulled it away. I'm never, ever going to forgive you for that, DC, and I know no one else will as well. You had one of the best actors of this current era, and you fucked him over.
Now,
why?
Now, to be fair,
and I swear
to
God, if I see in 5 years an Elseworld story, Henry Cavill's back for a cameo, and I see Crisis on Infinite Earths crap again, we're going to have some smoke on our hands. Like, there's going to be a scrap.
Now, to be fair, like, James Gunn doesn't have to cast Henry Cavill, fine, but you're stupid. But fine and everything, because you have the right to cast whoever you want to cast or whatever. But you're stupid, by the way.
Why does he keep on lying when he keeps saying like, "Oh, Ben Affleck is gonna direct the movie"? Then the next day, Ben Affleck is like, "No, the fuck, I'm not."
No, I'm not. Did you guys hear like a couple of days ago? Andy Muschietti is like they're thinking about not putting Andy Muschietti as the new Batman Brave and the Bold director now. Like he's.
Okay, The Flash is a shit movie. We all watched it.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but yeah.
That's not Andy's fault. That's not that.
We love DC so much.
That's not the fault of, the movie was doomed from the concept. Like, why the fuck we doing Flash?
I've changed the background.
Dude, it got like that movie got redone like 4 or 5 times. Anytime when your movie gets done like 4 or 5 times more or whatever, like it's okay if you redo it twice. But when it hits that 3, 4, 5, 6, you know it sucks, man.
Interject with this one little quick comment. Even though we've been away for a few months, the same shit, different Sunday. Carry on.
Okay, if you want to see Andy's actual talent, his actual work, go watch It Chapter 1.
It moves.
That's actual work.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
good.
he actually can do. So him directing Batman.
Hey, Georgie.
Him directing Batman was never a problem for me. And even the Batman scenes in the Flash, the action scenes of Batman were good. Like the Batman, like the gun stuff.
It's directed well. It's just the story is ass.
I don't think the Batman movie's gonna be successful. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Batman. It's gonna make money, but like,
I don't even know about that.
Listen, all I'm just gonna tell you is like, if you want to get some of your fans back on your side, James Gunn, you better cast Jensen Ackles as Batman. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Like I'm just telling you, like it is.
Flash.
Here's the thing, right? Regarding both Superman Legacy, James Gunn's Legacy, That's fitting that his title.
He looks exactly like Henry Cavill.
And Brave and the Bold. In order for Brave and the Bold to do good, Superman Legacy has to be good.
That means that entry has to slap. And I'm not talking, oh, well, if you don't like it, that's your opinion. No, it needs to objectively
It has to do good. Like
it has to be a day one slap.
It has to be it has to be a perfect Superman movie. Like it needs to be like, oh shucks type of Superman. I'm talking about Golden Age Superman.
Being a toxic fan or whatever else. This is me just looking at it from a landscape. This is keeping it real. It needs to be the Iron Man of that universe.
I'm not saying it's fair because sometimes fans have unrealistic expectations. That is true.
That is very true.
Just the way it is.
But this is the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
He kind of put himself in the hole with getting rid of Henry Cavill. So I'm just saying.
Hey, RJ, that's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
Things will never be the same.
Tupac, baby.
Greatest rap.
I'll see all these changes. Like, listen, I'm just saying, man. Like, it has to.
His actual husband, Tupac Shakur.
Dang. Anyway, like I was saying, like this movie has to do really good, or else this is the biggest L that James Gunn will have to hold down. It can't be no average. It can't be no okay. No, it needs to be like at least.
If this shit is not good, just roll with the Matt Reeves universe till he ends it. That's it.
Nine point. It has to be 9.5. Okay, like at least.
You know what? Here's the thing. I will take an 8 out of 10 Superman movie. This is 8 out of 10. Fine. I don't care.
I'll take that.
It's like the same with Fantastic Four at this point. Just make it good. Just make it watchable.
Just make it good. That's all. I'm at that point of with Fantastic Four.
I don't want to come out of these movies and say that was all right. I don't want to say that. I want to say, whoa, that actually blew me away.
Even if it's not amazing, that was good. I liked it. It was good. At least gotta say that.
Well, I liked it. You know, I would rather say that.
The thing is,
I don't want there to be a but. Like that was okay, but. This was okay.
Because the thing is, what started like at first, and I was talking to RJ one time about this when we were getting news about this new Superman legacy. At first, we were saying like, okay, it's about Superman, fine, you know what I'm saying? Origin story, kind of, whatever. But then when he started talking about, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna slip in Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, all those. Wait a minute, hold on, what you do? Hey, that sounds like a Justice League movie, like. No, it's not a Justice League movie. No, James Gunn, that sounds like a Justice League movie. Like, no,
I'm sorry, you don't get to move the goalposts on what something is and say say that it isn't that when it clearly is that. It's like me saying this is a Kings of Pop Culture stream.
It's like
then I'd be lying. Then it'd be disingenuous.
It's like I told RJ, I said like RJ,
don't lie to people.
Like what the hell is James Gunn talking about? Like, oh, this is not a Justice League movie, bro. You got Hawkman, you got Green Lantern, you got Hawk Girl, you got Mr.
Black Adam movie was a big pile of shit.
Metamorpho.
I remember I called.
Oh yeah, Metamorpho is supposed to be in there too.
So I can't.
I'll say this: we know why I gave that movie a pass. The only reason I gave that movie a pass was because it was a trade-off to get my Henry Cavill back.
Bro, I was like,
surprisingly,
and all it was.
What is the plot?
All it was to cover up a dumpster fire of a movie. Was they were like, here's what you wanted, the rest is just a pile of shit.
See, with me, like I thought the movie. Of course, the movie was horrible or whatever. But it's like I thought it was like, it's alright.
Did not let that movie
the
go.
Irony is that post-credit scene is a Morbius level post-credit scene now because that shit doesn't mean anything. Just like the Morbius post-credit scene doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's not gonna happen.
I'll say that I'll raise you your Black Adam, but I'll raise you too with Shazam too. Like that was just horrible. Shazam yeah, Shazam 2 was just like
let the DCEU burn. I've had enough of it. Let
it burn.
I got on a call with Danny and Darius after I saw Black Adam. After my screening was over, I was like, that was worse than I thought it was gonna be. Good lord, that was
me and RJ predicted. Remember, me and RJ predicted this like on our first episode. We were like, this movie gonna be bad. Like, oh, you guys need to give it a chance. No.
It's not even the fact we predicted it. Like we were saying, like it's gonna be bad, but it's not even just the fact that it was bad. it just felt like it was a movie that was made in the early 2000s. That's the biggest thing that's like mind blowing.
This is Jacob. He was a great man until James Gunn got rid of Henry Cavill. Albert Einstein.
Adam just did that.
I love it, Adam. I just, you know what it is? It extends past Henry Cavill. A lot of it is to do with the fact that they repeatedly lie again and again and again, and they waste stories, they waste characters. So now the Flash's biggest story, Flashpoint, is now Dark Phoenix. Okay, so what I mean by that is when the X-Men are effectively rebooted properly into the MCU, and we get to the Phoenix Saga properly over a period of time. All what's going to happen when we get there 10 years from now is going to be like, oh, fucking hell, here we go again.
They're doing it again. No, God, please, no, not again. Like
now they may not do it. They may not do it.
I honestly don't think they will.
No, I think they'll slap it out the park. I think they'll do the Phoenix Saga right this time.
They saw it twice. They were like,
they saw it twice, and they're like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, we've had enough of that now.
But the problem is, and the reason I use that as an example, is it sets the expectation going forward. So for DCU, if they were to do a Flashpoint thing again, you've already set the foundations.
I'm 50-50. You know? I'm 50-50 on them X-Men Marvel MCU movies, man. Like, I'm 50-50 on that. I'll be the judge if those things are good or not.
Start fresh, reset everything, recast everyone.
Also,
if you don't have Henry Cavill in there,
hold on. The Gal Gadot thing is so weird because, like, she's not coming back, then she is, then she's not again. Then she says she is, Furious, but they don't say she is, and then she's like, what the hell is going on? Can someone just
James Gunn sucks at promoting stuff, man.
This shit is like advanced calculus. Like, this shit's giving me a hit. Like, what is going on? Like, what is happening?
That's the thing.
This is Danny.
James Gunn, you're making it too difficult. Jesus Christ.
It doesn't have to be this complicated. Stop telling
me. It doesn't have to be.
You know the good thing about Kevin Feige is he doesn't come out every 2 goddamn months with another announcement. He
doesn't go on Twitter.
Just stay off Twitter, bro. Like,
stay off of Twitter, man. That's one thing I can give Kevin Feige props on. Like, even though he's been messing up lately too, but like, you know, I can say that he doesn't.
That whole company's been messing up for the last 2 phases.
So, like, that's what I said. Like,
don't answer the.
Stay off of Twitter.
That's what they want.
Don't feed the trolls. Stop feeding the monkeys.
Who's in these rooms that's enabling this behavior? Like, is there no one in the room in DC that's going, hey, this might not be okay? Why are
Peter Safran? Where's Peter Safran at? We don't know where he's at.
Damn, man, he's on vacation in Hawaii somewhere.
Peter Safran said, "After the Flash movie, I'm out. I'm deuces, man. Like, I'm out of here." Like,
he's trying to see how they're gonna. He's crunching numbers. See how they're gonna recover after Aquaman 2 flops because
dude, you wanna know what's the funny part? They even like Warner Brothers even said we give up. Like, we ain't promoting Aquaman. Like, we just saying like we just gonna put that thing out and just hope it does good. Like, they're basically hoping that it'll end up being like Barbie because they didn't even have faith in Barbie, and that was a surprise for them. They were gifted $1 billion right there. Gifted.
Because Barbie marketed itself. No one cares about Aquaman.
Yeah.
No one cares, bro.
Hello there.
Boxius.
Hello there.
Boxius, what's up, man?
I mean, I will say my favorite thing from Aquaman is the
Valley, baby.
You saying they murdered her because she had me?
Oh, that scene is hilarious. You mean they executed her?
And then Willem Dafoe looks down and he's like,
I don't like the crap on actors.
It's almost like Oscar Isaac when he's like, somehow Palpatine returns.
I don't
somehow like Palpatine returns.
I know actors weren't really, but who cast that dude to play? Who cast him, bro? Why did you do that to that? Why did you do that to that guy? Why did you make? I don't let him embarrass himself like that, dude. Like, come on. And James Wan. What made you go? This is the take. Yeah, this take right here. The way he says it right here. We're gonna use this one. Like, come on, bro.
It's like I guarantee you that it was either a one take and they just kept it, or they were like, you know what, you're really.
Honestly, I'm not gonna blame James.
Really selling it.
He tried.
Like, see, the thing is, like,
you're really selling it, kind of.
Like all these past DC movies that came out this year, I'm not even gonna blame James Gunn because this was not his problem when he first came or whatever. Just clean this up. Okay, so like the next movies that are coming out, everything from when it hits Superman Legacy to now, it's all his problem. Like all these other movies that don't mean nothing, I can't blame him.
Isn't Peacemaker season 2 first? Didn't he say that?
It's Creature Commandos, which I don't even know. Like another thing, James, you need to stop with the passion projects. No one cares, okay, bro? Like
Yeah,
you need it.
Danny. That's the thing, right? I didn't mean to cut you off, but like when you're trying to restart and refresh a universe that's been in dog water shit the last 10 years, you need to do the A-list characters first.
This is like if Marvel did Guardians of the Galaxy as like the first movie for MCU. Like, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy are here now. I was like, what the no, you can't.
Listen,
that's not.
You need to like this would it needed to happen. You needed to just do Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and we would be happy. That's all DC fans will be happy. They'll be good with that. Just do it correctly and you'll be happy or whatever. Just make it good. You know what I'm saying? One movie a year, make it like a phenomenon or whatever. Let the Batman finish wrapping up and let it's do its universe, and then you start the DCU with Superman Legacy, and then a couple you need to go back to what made Marvel great. Like you have like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 movies a year, and that's it. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. You got the 3 top biggest heroes of all time.
Then you get your other characters. You get your Martian Manhunters and your Green Lanterns and your Because where the hell is Martian Manhunter? Why has he not been in a movie yet, other than Zack Snyder's Justice League for like 2? Where the hell? Like, why are we doing these like C-list? I'm not being that guy. I know C-list teams like can work. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad proved that. Like you can do that, but like you don't start a universe that way. Like Marvel waited till Phase 2 when it did Guardians. Like you have to get to care about like the big characters first. Like
and that's what I told RJ when I found out James Gunn was doing a Superman movie. I'm like James, but oh no, sir, like I don't trust you with that one. Like it was like
I still don't trust him 100% with the Superman movie, and that might be a hot take to some. Like
he's saying all the right things so far, but seeing is believing.
See, I have to see it, man. Like, listen, James, and the thing is, and this is my biggest criticism of James Gunn is like he takes like something that's serious, like some of the serious characters, like Drax or what's the name, it's something like basically like known like serious type of people or whatever, and make them really like silly or whatever, and you can't do that with Superman. You just can't do that. All right, like Superman is sacred.
Pieces, I completely agree and I disagree, but I'll be back in just 2 seconds.
Especially because like we live in an. I was talking to this about somebody. I can't remember who it was, but we live in an era where Superman. People don't get Superman anymore. Like they just.
No one gets Superman anymore. They get him completely wrong. They think he's just like some Boy Scout. It's like no,
they want him to be Homelander. They want him to be Homelander, or they think he's like
dude. He's not Omni-Man. He's not Homeland. Listen, the Superman being evil got popular because of Injustice. Like, stop it. Like they're copying off of that.
It's already gotten old. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Omni-Man as a character. Love Homelander as a character. I said as a character, not as a person. So don't get it twisted. I said a character. They're both pieces of shit. Okay, but we don't need to see that like 4, 5, 6. Brightburn tried it. Homelander exists. Omni-Man exists.
Hyperion, Sentry.
There's so many evil. Can we get actual Superman, please? Like, and I'm so like Henry Cavill was great, but even DCEU Superman wasn't what I was looking for. That's not Superman to me. He's a Boy Scout. Like that's who he is. Like that's who he is. That's who he's always been.
He's an all shucks type of guy.
I just like to see Superman get his ass kicked. That's all.
So pretty much you want Superman. You really want Superman and Lois like on the big screen. That's basically what you're telling me, Darius.
Yeah, Superman and Lois. That's Clark. He's a Boy Scout.
That's the only Superman that I like.
But he can also kick ass. Like that's Superman. When it's time to fight, he can do that. But he's a Boy Scout. That's what do what Marvel did with Captain America. Steve Rogers, great guy. He's also badass. He's a great guy though.
He's a great man.
Fuck you.
All right.
I really hope James can nail that because there's a lot you can do with that. Like in today's society, people are too cynical. They think that the good things you do are because you want something or because you're after something. It's like, no, sometimes it's just the right thing to do. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's that simple. It doesn't not everyone has shades of gray. Some people do, but
yeah.
do the right thing.
And the shades of gray thing has gotten really old too, or whatever. Like, can we not do it no more? Like, sometimes it's okay to be generic every once in a while. Like,
some people are good, some people are bad.
Fair point.
It's like I don't need to feel sorry for the villain. If the villain is just evil to be the sake of evil, I'm okay with that. Like
I'm sorry. Like, I know this movie wasn't great. Indiana Jones, the latest one, it wasn't great. But I heard the dumbest complaint. They were like, "Oh yeah, I didn't like the movie because the villains. I didn't get why the villains were doing what they were doing. They weren't sympathetic. Well, they're Nazis.
Yeah, they're not supposed.
Do we have to even explain it? Like,
they're Nazis. Like, what are you talking about?
Just go watch a World War II documentary, and you could tell what. Like, I don't.
What the hell?
These are bad guys in movies. We know that's always been like that. Like,
what the hell is wrong with people?
It's like asking, why is Emperor Palpatine evil? I don't know, because he is. He is. That's why. Like, I don't know.
What the hell?
Anyway, yeah, James Gunn, you got a lot writing on Superman Legacy, bro. But I think he can do it. But we'll see.
You're gonna have to show me something.
Not excited.
You have to show me something. You have to show me something, man. Like, listen, it's like I've been critical of Marvel, and like I'm gonna need to see something, James. I'm gonna need to see something.
I'm running this back. So what did I miss? Oh, I got a donation, $2.79. Thank you, Bryce, for that. I appreciate that. That's going straight into my bank to fund a new water bottle. What did I miss? Catch me up.
Just talking about
basically just talk about Superman, like how he's supposed to be
wrapping it
like
up,
basically.
Wait, hang on. So have we finished talking about Henry Cavill? Because I'm not fully.
We're pretty much done with the DC.
Well, I've got one more thing I want to say about that.
Oh boy.
One more thing. The Warner Brothers. I do not understand how you can have someone that values the source material, and everything, and still do what you did to this man. I don't understand. Probably I'll never understand, but there'll be a documentary in about 10 years about it, so we'll find that out. Anyway, screw DC. Until further notice, I'm kind of done with them. Iffy.
What's next?
What's next?
So our Marvel memory lane, because we didn't get to since we didn't get to do that one last year. This is like the final thing of like phase 3 or whatever.
Wait, hang on. Whoa. Sorry, rewind a second.
Marvel memory lane. So we never got to do the last movie for phase 3, and that was Spider-Man Far From Home. However, so because after this movie, guess what? We're gonna be doing the X-Men movies. You don't get a say in the matter. I do.
well, hold on a minute.
Wait. Lord.
No, hold on a minute.
All of them?
I hope you're freaking joking.
Do not. You better not make me watch X-Men Origins Wolverine. I swear to God, Danny, do not make me watch that piece of shit.
Are we Danny? Are we doing like every single Fox X-Men movie? Every single one?
Jesus Christ!
The original 3 are all like 8 of them.
Like, can we just do like the first one?
You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? Right. Okay.
I'm not watching Dark Phoenix, dog.
All right. Okay. We are a democracy. Okay, we're a democracy. We're going to vote. Those in favor of doing one for every single one of the X-Men movies, raise your hand.
Can we just skip the 2 bad?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna have fun with it.
Okay, I'm good with the original 3, and then First Class and Days of Future Past. After that,
Adam's comment is complete.
Deadpool. We do Deadpool.
Deadpool counts.
Appreciate
it. Do it before the movie comes
out. Of course.
Don't
worry. I'm gonna take good care of you guys. Don't worry about it.
Bryce,
don't worry about it. I got you.
Appreciate the donation. In terms of that topic, it's one of them kind of things which I don't really like talking
We
about.
don't know. We don't have enough information.
I don't have enough information. There are more channels that are more qualified for that.
Yeah, we're just here to talk.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about
I'm
that.
not here to talk about that kind of stuff.
We'll wait for what we say. Wait for the official verdict.
Yeah. So we'll just see how that goes. No, we are back. Next nostalgia. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm going to admit something before we go any further. Origins Wolverine is a guilty pleasure. I'll admit it. It's a guilty pleasure. Somehow,
I actually had the pleasure of seeing that in the movie theater.
Me too. Unfortunately, I felt like my money got robbed.
I don't like it, but I feel conflicted.
As long as you emphasize,
it's okay. Like everybody has that one bad movie that they love.
Yeah, I mean, we know. I preface. I preface. Yeah. Anyway, carry on. What were we saying about Spider-Man?
So Spider-Man New Far From Home. That's the one where they go into like the other.
Oh yeah.
Other one.
What to say about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't even remember all the movie or whatever, so I'm gonna let you two cook.
Darius, you go first, man. You go first.
Okay, first off, I don't know why everyone pretends they hate this movie, and I say pretend because 3 years.
Because we don't like it now.
Because 4 years ago, everyone loved this movie.
I
don't know what happened. Like people just like, this is what I say.
It happens with every Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, like not even every Spider-Man.
Every MCU movie.
I guarantee you, like, because now people are saying. Now
people are saying
Across the Spider-Verse isn't good, which is just weird to me.
What? Are they smoking?
People are switching on that now. I'm telling Spider-Man fans.
Stop
Spider-Man
the press.
The dumbest
the
fan
car,
base.
the truck, the ship, everything.
The dumbest fan base.
Someone said Spider-Verse is overrated.
Yeah.
Are they?
No, not that it's overrated. That it's not good.
Oh, this is why I can't say it on air. But I'm just going to type it. Carry on, Darius.
But yeah, like people tend to hate this movie, but at the time everyone loved it, and I still love it. To me, it is the weakest out of the three, but I really like the trilogy, so that's not like really a bad thing. Homecoming is really good, and No Way Home is No Way Home. This is in the middle of it. This is like it's just the other one. There's always gonna be the third one that like it's kind of like Return of the Jedi.
You'll never have a perfect trilogy. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's considered to be the worst. Return of the Jedi is considered to be the worst out of the three by most Star Wars fans, but it's still a damn good movie.
Yeah, there's a few bits in there that aren't perfect, but it has probably the best third act.
Some pacing issues. Ewoks, you either like them, or you don't, but it's a great movie. But this movie,
teddy bears.
Okay. We rewatched No Way Home and it's mid. Let's be honest.
I mean, if you actually believe that,
give me hold on. Give us fair points, actual points, if you can find some, and put it in the chat and tell us it's mid. Just saying.
Yeah,
I always just tell people this.
I want to hear this.
Oh, bloody! I'm gonna get.
I always just tell people this. Like, I say, like, No Way Home is nostalgia bait done correctly. That's how I see it. Yeah. It's like,
in a sense,
that's not a bad thing to say.
But that's not bad or anything. I'm like, it's nostalgia bait done correctly.
There is a lot of nostalgia bait in there, but it's not like it detracts from Tom's story, and the nostalgia that's in there. It's fan service, to be honest, which is why Aunt May.
I always tell people.
Sorry, no. I'm gonna drop the mic with this whole thing, right? Aunt May dies in the movie. The eye candy gets killed off. That's fan service.
And also, what happens to Peter in the end? Does he change as a character? I think he does.
He loses his girl. Like he loses his girl, his friend. That's
his
fan
best
service.
friend.
I understand. Like we all. Last Cobra, we're not like lash out on you or anything. It's your opinion, but
if you believe that, it's your opinion.
If that's your belief, then muzzle.
I just feel like some people ignore Tom's performance in that movie.
He was great,
yeah. And then the ending scene with him and Zendaya, where she's crying and like everything, like he basically it's
beautiful.
This is Spider. Like this is Spider. He suffers consequences in this movie, man.
Because because like I see what they're. I always tell people this. Like, listen, I enjoy Spider-Man. I enjoy Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, I love it. I think it's amazing. Like,
I mean,
9 out of 10. 9.5.
Yeah,
however,
let's merge Far From Home and No Way Home together. Yeah. Let's make it a whole Spider-Man.
But like I was just saying, like plot wise, if it was any other movie, like you get what I'm saying, like if it was any other movie, like because they didn't make a. How can I say this? I understand what they're talking about when they're saying that the plot wasn't that great or whatever, or they say it's a mid plot. I get what they're talking about or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just saying it's basically a fan service movie done correctly. That's like the nicest way that I can say it or whatever. Okay. And I enjoyed every minute of it.
Okay. Hold on. It's my turn now. Hold on. I rarely buy movies on DVD anymore because of the age of streaming and whatever else. This I bought on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. I don't buy DVDs anymore, but this I bought on DVD.
Yeah.
Because it's that freaking good. Now, look.
Yeah.
Yes. Are there parts of it that are nostalgia-based? Sure. Are there parts of it that are fan-servicey? Sure. But I hate this mentality of because a bit of time has passed since the movie released, people are now switching up on it. Like, when it came out, everyone was like, No Way Home. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, yeah, I'm on that. And then literally a few years later on, they're like, oh, well, what was No Way Home? It's like everyone just forgets. Because, don't get me wrong, I know we get some shit in terms of superhero movies nowadays. And don't get me wrong, we get some steaming turds thrown our way. However, some superhero fans, you've been very, very spoiled. You are very ungrateful.
I don't know, man.
We forgot where we came from. We came from.
You forgot what y'all guys came from.
No, we have to go. You remember Ghost Rider 2 with the Spirit event with this shit?
Oh, God.
Great soundtrack and all.
You just so that's where Kenobi got his inspiration from.
Yep.
Right, Danny.
Anyways, back to Far From Home.
Hold on. I need a second. You.
Come on, man. You know, come on,
you. I give you that.
Come on, man. That was a good setup, man.
Do you know what? I respect it, but fuck you.
So anyways,
damn it, Danny. I gave you a good setup. Mind you, that's the second time now.
Everybody gets one.
Everyone gets one. You get one, bro. You get one.
Oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Far From Home. This movie, first off,
Jesus Christ.
You haven't seen it?
Damn, my thing. See that shit.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
All right. So, last Cobra said, would No Way Home be just as good if Andrew and... All right, I'm gonna say this.
Oh my, this is such a stupid complaint. Oh my God.
Hold on.
The movie was made with them in mind. You can't take away the plot of the movie and be like, oh, what would the movie without a big part of the plot? That's part of the fucking plot of the movie.
I'm gonna say,
like, what are you talking
people
about?
don't understand how filmmaking works.
What if Darth Vader wasn't in A New Hope? It'd be a different movie. I don't know.
Hold on, Darius. Hold on, Darius. Hold on. This is the same people. Again. Why do people do that when you say it wouldn't be just as good if somebody was?
That's just your opinion.
Like you said, Darius, the movie was made for them in mind. So you can't.
Yeah.
It's like saying a team. That's like saying the Lakers wouldn't be as good without LeBron. LeBron's on the team. There's nothing you can do about that.
That's like saying the Kings wouldn't be here without Jacob, but they are here. And
no shit.
You know,
Last Cobra. Come on, you're losing me. You're losing me, dude.
Like,
dude.
Have you seen that clip that goes around on Instagram? It's like, no, I'm being serious. You know, I don't do an ifs, buts, and maybes. I do an absolutes. You know, if your aunt had balls, she wouldn't be your aunt, but she doesn't. So you know, it's like
because, like I said, once again, not that I agree with them, but like, if this was like any other movie, like I don't know, Jake Bloomberg or something, and he had a Into the Spider-Verse type of plot and everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's why I said it's nostalgia bait done correctly, and like people just gotta accept that part and everything.
Here's the thing: you can't say
you don't know. No,
hold on, Jacob. Hold on.
Hold on. I need to get this off my chest.
Stop it. You do this all the time. Let me.
Come on, let RJ cook. Let RJ cook.
What I'm saying. Hold on, because this grinds my gears a little bit. Okay, you said that they brought them on because it made them more money. Far From Home made $1 billion.
It made $1 billion.
They needed Toby and Andrew. And I hate to be this guy. As much as Toby and Andrew, they're good in the movie. Don't get me wrong. They're great.
Still Tom's movie.
But they don't do much in the movie. I'm just saying. They don't
Nostalgia
do
bait done correctly.
They don't do much. They're basically there to help Tom's Peter at post Aunt May's death.
They're there to serve his story. They're not there to
serve his story, but you can take them out.
They're not there just to fuck around and be like, yeah.
You could take them out, and the gravity of the movie would still hit the same. But the fact that they're in it, it sweetens the deal. You know, it's
I always say this.
Do you know what it stands down to? It's a bunch of ungrateful fans. I'm sorry. Like, no, I never thought. No, hold on. No. It's my turn now. No, hold on. I never ever thought for the life of me we would have the three Spider-Men together on the screen.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pipe dream. It actually happened. That blows my mind. The fact that I just broke that it actually happened is mind blowing.
And it could have easily been incredible. It could have easily been a big mess. It could have been a CGI clusterfuck.
The Batman with Flash. It could have been that same.
It could have been a big mess.
Wait, Last Cobra. Last Cobra, name me 3 movies that are better than No Way Home in the MCU. If you can, please.
All right, and no, do you know what? I'll do you one better. Excluding Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Infinity War. Except
you can't. I want you to do
it. Take them 3 out of it.
Those are my 3 right there. That I can.
I know.
I like this. This is fun, man. I like this.
Oh, we're back, baby. We're back.
Anyway, I was gonna say
20 people watching. Let's go.
Nah, I can't help him. Because I got some movies that I personally do like more than
He's trolling. This dude is trolling.
Bro, I can name name the 5 movies. I want to see what they are.
Name me 5, man. Name me 5.
I swear to God. Right now, okay. Before I go any further, you are entitled. Hey, Jermaine, what's up, dude? You are entitled to your opinion. That's your opinion. But just because you have a different opinion doesn't mean you're not stupid. Okay?
It's okay. You can be wrong, bro.
You can be wrong. It's totally fine. I said X-Men Origins Wolverine was a guilty pleasure of mine. The movie is freaking ass. It makes no sense. I don't know what they're doing with Hugh Jackman the whole movie, but I can say I somewhat enjoy it. It doesn't mean it's good. It's okay to like bad things.
This is hilarious.
But objectively speaking, there is levels to this. Okay, there is again. There's reasons why in theater and going all the way back to storytelling, Greek theater, these things are told the way they are. The minute you remove nuance in filmmaking, then nothing means anything anymore. It's just like I took it that way, so it's that to me. It's
my thing with the whole entire if Toby and Andrew wasn't there, I mean, you can't really make that claim. That's like saying well, what if Iron Man and Captain America wasn't in Civil War? You
can't say, oh yeah. If you take him out the movie's not that good.
You know, I saw it. There's a clip, right, from an old cooking show that says, if my grandmother had real syrupy advice. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't. One sec.
Iron Man 2?
Right, okay, let me read it.
Did you see Iron Man 2?
Oh, no.
He closed the door.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Did you mean Iron Man? Did you mean Iron Man 1? Because that's not. You mean Iron Man 2 or 1? If you mean 2,
right? I like Iron Man 2, and I think it's heavily underrated personally. But to say that it's better than No Way Home, I don't know what you're smoking, but stop smoking it.
Yo, Last Cobra, man, you are hilarious.
Right, and then look, if you genuinely feel that way, then muzzle tov to you. But I'm sorry.
This is your card of of talking about movies.
Hey, Last Cobra. I don't disagree. I think Iron Man 2 gets slept on a little bit. Like, it's not a
Iron
bad
Man
movie.
2 gets ragged on a lot, and I didn't even realize how much it actually gets ragged on. But for me personally,
Iron Man 2 was all right, but to say it's
again. When I'm buying a DVD in the age of streaming, that tells you all you need to know, you know? And the fact that Danny's leaving the room, for Christ's sake, you're like...
Hey, what did I know? You know what?
Sorry. You're the one that says Iron Man 2 is better than No Way Home, and we're tripping.
the link.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. We also told you that you can't use Infinity War. You can't use Civil War.
You didn't listen to what I said. No, I never said. Hold on.
I do.
Context is important here. I didn't say it was in my top. It was top 3. I said
wait,
it's in my top 5.
If you're talking about top 3, top 5 MCU,
yeah, that's like, Civil War, Winter Soldier, and Infinity War.
Like,
that's 3. That's a different.
I'm talking about No Way Home. It's the best Spider-Man movie in my opinion. It's the best.
But the main point that I was trying to get at is if you take Civil War, Winter Soldier, and Infinity War out of the situation, right? Like the event films, stack it up to every other MCU thing, right? Let's just do it quickly. Phase 4, nothing. Not gonna waste time with it. Phase 1, no. Phase 2,
Guardians.
No. Phase 3, like the only ones you can glom onto outside of those 3 is Guardians, maybe the first Iron Man because it's a standalone and it slapped.
Yeah.
Or probably.
And you can't use the Avenger film. Can you use the first Avenger movie?
Maybe.
Unpopular opinion, that movie did not hold up as well as I thought it did. Not gonna lie.
No. I still enjoy it. It's just not.
Good.
I still enjoy it.
I mean, the story's fine, but the way it's shot and the way it looks.
If you're talking about it on
no, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Technicality level, I agree.
It looks like an episode of Buffy, bro.
I agree on a technicality level. I agree, but if you're talking about like just script,
I mean,
story,
it is Joss Whedon.
I still put it fine.
I mean, I still get the same feeling watching it now that I did then. It's just
Buffy's still a good franchise, by the way. I highly recommend you guys go check it out.
I never got into that. I found it too like
No, Buffy's a good franchise.
That's
a classic, boy.
Good too. Joss Whedon.
Even though
we don't mention
Darius,
that guy's
hold on.
name here.
On that note, on Firefly, just to say that this man stole a whole entire anime. I'm just saying, he stole it frame by frame from frame by frame. Just saying, like, Firefly is this. That's where he got his inspiration from. Just the one to let you know there, Joss Whedon.
Hello there.
It wouldn't be in anyone's top 3. Hold on. It will be in mine.
That. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Last Cobra, we're not. It's a Spider-Man is
right,
like
look,
Batman.
I've said it before, okay?
Coffee.
Jesus,
you're
Christ,
entitled to your opinions, okay? But it's just, I feel like this is a part of a deeper conversation where, in terms of film, we're steadily losing nuance on what is objective and what's your opinion. And for me, No Way Home's hype reached every single man, woman, child, and their dog. Every single person was talking about it, and every single person who doesn't even give a frog's fat ass about the MCU was like, "Hey, I can't wait to see No Way Home."
Basic people. The only movie that's comparable to that is Endgame. The most basic people that don't care about comic books. Oh yeah, did you see the new Spider-Man? Yeah, it was really good.
Oh my god, I need to see it because it's
even the
you know nothing.
Even some of the so-called controversial YouTubers even said that Spider-Man No Way Home was a perfect movie. So I'm just saying, bro. Like,
I see what you're doing.
Even people that hate these movies, like your snobby
you've
film
also
guys.
got
Oh yeah, Spider-Man was good. Like
you've also got to take into account that when the way the film is, that was, I can't say the word because YouTube will just go demonetized. But the word of the way the world was at the time, they had a lot of restrictions.
Sweet and sour sniffles.
That don't say the other one. They had a lot of restrictions to work under. I know. Don't say it. They had a lot of restrictions to work under, and they did very well with the constraints that were given. Hey! No, bad, Danny. No.
I'm doing the Karate Kid.
Don't
I'm doing the
say
Karate Kid.
it.
Karate Kid.
They did very, very well. Let me extend an olive branch. Let me hear what he has to say here. But my point is, people only put No Way Home's top 3 because Andrew and Toby, without them, would not be in his top. No, okay, I get what you're trying to say.
That's fair. That's actually fair.
Because they're in it, people put it automatically in their top 3, and I get it. And those fans are annoying as hell.
That's pretty fair.
When you say that, okay, but me personally, it still would be because the thing I like most about No Way Home is not even the cameos. It's Tom's Peter's story. Like
Tom's story.
That final swing.
The ending of No Way Home makes me tear up, dude. Like that is
when the ending of No Way Home is playing and he has to make the arguably, I'm not trying to compare. Every Spider-Man takes their losses, right? But look at it this way. He just lost Tony recently. He's lost Uncle Ben in his past. Happy Hogan doesn't even remember who he is. His aunt is now dead. Right, his girlfriend doesn't even know who he is because her brain has been erased of his existence.
Best friend too, Ned.
His best friend too. He has no one at all.
Yeah,
completely alone.
No connections to any Avengers.
He arguably has it the worst out of everyone. No one knows him.
Like nobody knows who he is, man. Like,
man, that's what I said. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like because once again, because you can have good nostalgia bait and you can have bad nostalgia bait. Spider-Man No Way Home, good nostalgia bait. Bad nostalgia bait, what RJ said. The Flash movie. It was cool seeing Michael Keaton, but the movie was still booty. It was
like okay. If you wanna argue like MCU, like if No Way Home is up there like top 5, top 3, that's fine. But one thing you cannot deny, No Way Home is definitely top 3 best Spider-Man film of all time. It's like top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
It's top 3. Like,
I had someone tell me TASM 2 was better though.
That's bullshit.
That's just incorrect.
That is just a troll. He was trolling. He had to be trolling.
That's personal.
That's troll.
That's personal.
That is a troll.
That hurts. Like, don't get wrong. If you're talking about things like the best swinging scenes, TASM 2, hands down.
TASM 2's got that.
Like, I think it has the best swinging scenes out of any Spider-Man movie.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you 100. Like, and you could argue that Andrew's a better Spider-Man than like Toby and Tom and everything. Like,
you could argue.
And like, if you told me that Andrew was like, you like Andrew because he just is like the Spider-Man that you see from the comics, I will agree with you because he did a pretty good job and everything.
Well,
but
he just
had a crappy story.
Like, again, it all comes down to your own individual opinion and whatever else. And if you prefer TASM 2 over No Way Home, then that's fine. It's just film. But we're trying to be as objective as possible.
Well, if you're trying to be objective and saying that, then
like, you're trying to be as objective as possible. I love Spider-Man 3 to pieces. Like, it's a guilty pleasure, and I definitely wouldn't want to give it back. Like, I wouldn't want to give it back for nothing. But
get up.
There is a shitload I would change about that movie. But this isn't about you. It's about me. It's about my career. It's like the name of the movie is Spider-Man, not Mary Jane
Spider-Man 3 gave us meme culture. It gave us memes. Okay,
they gave us the whole of Spider-Man 2. The game is filled with references to the movie.
It's meme city, man.
And also, I just want to say this, right? I love Andrew Garfield to pieces, but let's not all pretend that everyone was on the Andrew train from day one.
Yeah,
no one was.
Yeah, I'll admit, I'll hold my hands up and say, not even I was. Like, I was like, he's cool.
I wasn't on the I was saying like, who's this new guy? This is not Toby. Toby's the GOAT. Who's he? You know everything. I don't like him. I don't like him.
He's not my Spider-Man.
He's not my Spider-Man. No. Where's Toby at? That's when I was younger. I was like, "Where's Tobey Maguire? Who's this new guy? I don't like him and everything." Like,
Last Cobra. To be fair, though, the multiverse and the Spider-Verse, they're the same in a way, but they're kind of different. Spider-Verse is connected with Spider-Man characters. It's not like
you know what? Just go watch the new.
Right,
just go watch the new South Park episode. It talks about multiverses.
No Way Home is specific to this one,
and also Across the Spider-Verse. It deals with a lot. It deals with something different than No Way Home did. Like it was.
I like them. Yeah, can we stop putting them? They're different movies. They're similar, but they're not.
But they're different.
Yeah, thematically very different.
I also hate, as a fan, the Marvel versus DC type mentality has now filtered down into Spider-Man versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, they do it with the Sony stuff.
But honestly, that's just fandom. That's just bound to happen.
I know, but it's just annoying. It's just like, can you shut up for 5 seconds?
It's
like, can you shut up?
We're eating good.
Like,
we have a great animated
we're
movie.
Eating good.
A live action movie and a fantastic game.
Right,
Well,
Spider-Man 2 is one of the best Spider-Man movies I've personally ever seen. Okay, great game, really immersive, a lot of fun. We've just been off the back of Across the Spider-Verse, one of the best animated films ever put to screen. We've also got Spider-Man No Way Home that wasn't too far ago. You know, we got Into the Spider-Verse that was before that, and Spider-Man that was around that same time. We're eating good, unless it's Venom, because we know what that is.
That doesn't count.
Can we touch upon like the game for a quick bit?
Yes, of course we can. Now that. I like me likey.
Yeah, you want to go first?
You know. Do you know what? I like how this started out as a Far From Home segment. Before we go on to the game, just to honor the list.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Let's just wrap up the Far From Home segment. So no Way Home, just Far From Home.
All right.
Far From Home. Underrated movie because people complain, oh, too much Iron Man involvement. First off, it'd be kind of weird if he just did it and acknowledged the fact that Tony died.
Yeah, then people would be complaining that he's not in the movie.
So it makes sense. That was his mentor in his universe, whether you like it or not. He's dead. He's sad. That happens. It's a thing.
Tough shit.
And I did kind of miss New York in this movie. I do love seeing Spidey in New York, but it's kind of cool to see Spider-Man in a different, especially like in the UK. He's in France. He's in Prague.
It was very refreshing.
Spider-Man World Tour type thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
it was different.
And I gotta get the obvious out of the way. Jake Gyllenhaal is Mysterio, man. One of the best.
It's great.
Like Mysterio was one of my favorite comics villains, but I never thought that he would work in live action just because he looks so.
It's because the fishbowl.
He looks so stupid. Like he looks really. Like, I love Mysterio as a character, but he looks stupid. Like, he does. Most of the time, he looks stupid. But they made it work. And they made him, like, actually menacing. Like, he was scary.
Did you like his performance?
Huh?
I loved it.
Did you like his performance?
Yeah,
he's like, see, that wasn't so hard. Get this stupid thing off of me.
Dude was a psychopath.
I love how they brought back the guy from Iron Man, though. That was the highlight. It was Tony Stark was able to... I love that. That was so cool.
Exactly.
And like, I love the fact that they kind of modernized his he modernized like his whole thing. He's not just like a special effects guy. He's like a CGI artist, kind of. It's like that's really meta too, because it's kind of meta because who gets disrespected all the time in these movies? CGI artists. Like it's kind of meta in a way. And like that first illusion scene. Is one of the greatest like comic book scenes. Like that that's what I want from Scarecrow. Like just like
I agree.
It's like he's preying on his fears psychologically. He's got him trapped. That's the kind of stuff I want from like Scarecrow. And say what you will about Goblin and No Way Home, but Mysterio, it ruined Peter's life. He did. Like he won. In a way, he did. Like none of No Way Home ever happens if Mysterio doesn't do what he does in this movie. So really, Mysterio is the root cause of everything.
Mysterio is the reason you got No Way Home.
Yep. So you better thank him.
But if Mysterio doesn't do that, then we don't get it. Well, he did, so deal with it.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened in the story. Like and the Peter and MJ romance in this movie. I know people don't like it for some reason, but it's when you're that age.
It's cute.
It's relatable. Like that's what it goes like when you're like 15 to 16 years old and like this is your first relationship.
It's finally started smiling more though.
It's done in a different way, today's standard.
She smiles more, Elise.
Yeah, like it's done differently. Like on that note,
it's very cute.
It's also done to fit modern times. Like that's how relationships are. Especially like married relationship. That's how it is in high school. Like, so I mean,
it's also very just cute. It's like it's just adorable. Also Tom and Zendaya have a very good chemistry with one another, and I'm just sorry. I know we were playing through a bit of the game, and I ragged on MJ in that game. I think it's just because I just see Kirsten Dunst. I just I just see that, and I'm like, I just get so pissed off, and I'm like, just go away, just go away. It's not about you. It's never been about you. But then I look at Zendaya, and then I'm like, you know what, you and Tom, like this is it right here. Or I look at Andrew and freaking Emma Stone, and I'm like, yes, you know, I can buy this relationship.
Yeah, like, but more than anything,
it works.
For people that say that he didn't become a Spider-Man until No Way Home, I disagree. I think it was in this movie where he does, because that's the whole point of this movie, is that everyone's looking to be the next Iron Man, but he's never going to be. He's not Tony Stark, but he can be better than Tony Stark. That's what also, Tony thought.
On that note,
that's why he did what he did.
I've seen people complain about the MCU Spider-Man trilogy about like how like he doesn't become Spider-Man until this moment or that moment. It's called a character growth and character development. Even Batman, who's like freaking 30 or 40 years old, still growing as Batman, learning things.
Like, what do people want from characters? Do you want them to just like stay the same for like the entire like?
That's not how it works. We're definitely not the same when we all first started. Like, and like sometimes that are different, but you know, we're more or less
like, oh yeah, he learned the same lesson twice. Think about this in real life. When you learn a lesson, you don't always get it right the first time. Sometimes you make the same mistake again, and then again,
and again.
Like, that's what happens, bro. Also, like sometimes you need more than one reminder.
This is true.
On that note,
especially when you're growing into a man, like Peter is in this trilogy, like that's really what this trilogy is about, him becoming a man, like doing things on his own.
Yeah, they're doing more than 3 movies, people. They're doing more than 3, and also,
like, what are you saying?
But Tobey's Spider-Man learned a valuable lesson in the 3rd movie. We thought he learned that in the 1st movie, and that was forgiveness. We thought he learned that in the 1st movie. No, he didn't. He learned it in the 3rd movie.
Learned it in the 3rd movie.
Like character arcs don't have to be this whole linear. Oh, he learns this.
They also don't. They also don't have to be fully wrapped up within the movie that the character that particular thing starts. Yeah. Because that's very important, and that's crucial.
Long-running arcs are a thing. Look at Darth Vader in Empire. It rolls over.
Robbie Keane.
Hell, look at One Piece. Look at One Piece. They still haven't wrapped up.
Any excuse to pull out the anime. Go on, Danny. Show it up on One Piece.
Look at One Piece. Hell, look at the Dragon Ball series. Like, you think Goku's done, man? Like, this man went from just being a peasant Saiyan, now he's a god, and he still ain't done yet. Still ain't done yet.
For the sake of brevity, be brief. Great film. Weakest out of the 3, which is saying a lot because I really like all 3 of them.
I like it.
When you say
the final battle is great too. When he closes his eyes. And
that's so fucking dope.
Badass.
For me, like it's one of those like I'll watch it, but I don't remember it. So like,
that's fine.
So
I will say
that's just how I feel. It's not a bad movie or anything, but I just don't remember watching it as much. It's like one of those movies. I got too much content to consume.
One complaint about the movie, and this is just because it just annoyed me. You take care of the suit. I'll take care of the music. I love Led Zeppelin. No, it's AC/DC. No.
They had him get it wrong on purpose. Like Peter would know this.
I know. It pissed me off.
Peter would know this.
If you're a music fan, you're like, nope, get out.
Sometimes it's kind of funny. Like, I love Led Zeppelin. He flicks the thing like he's so confident. Oh, I love Led Zeppelin.
I love Led Zeppelin.
Happy's like, that's another thing. I actually like Happy being in this movie. It's cool to see Happy in this movie. Cool to see Happy around store.
You see him as some like random driver in the first one, as a bodyguard in the second one, and then you're like a few years later, you're like, oh wow, he's actually a character with depth.
He sticks around.
John Favreau, you legend. You insert yourself. Anything you work.
It's cool to kept the guy. Who started it all around. You know.
With John Favreau, that guy's sick because any movie or show he works on, he creates a character for himself so he can be in it, and he's sick. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, his death and that was awesome. Like that was a badass way to go out. Still wouldn't kill them, but
great movie. 8 out of 8.
Great movie.
I'll give it an 8.
I give it I give it an 8. You know, I enjoy it. You know, it's not like if I watch it and then all of a sudden go, "Oh, I mean,
like
hate
you
this
can
movie."
say they played it safe because they were getting the No Way Home, but like they did kind of.
But also, okay, that's another thing. That post-credit scene did not play it safe.
Yeah, that's I'm sorry.
This is Spider-Man's second outing
I have ever seen.
And then they were like, "Oh, we know his identity." It's like they have never done that before.
First they brought J.K. Simmons back as JJJ, which
he was at the premiere. That was the first clue. I was like, "Wait, why is he at the premiere?" And no one they were like, "Oh, like they were."
And they couldn't have got the freaking Rent guy back for No Way Home. Rent, not now.
They should have brought.
You never know, they might. You never know, they might do it.
They better.
That'd be funny.
That would have made that would have been the cherry on top of No Way Home.
Give me Rent.
I hope they do it. I hope they put him in the movie. That'd be funny as hell.
I'm gonna laugh. It'd be kind of funny if like Ursula is the new Rent person. Like she took over her dad's business.
Give me Rent.
Give me Rent.
Give me a Rent.
They could do that.
So we're also gonna buy Flash Thompson as a bully still, yeah?
No.
Okay, in this movie, he's not as bad because he's just being a rich douchebag, and it's just everyone knew a kid like that. That was just like
he's a Jake Paul.
I got money. I'm a YouTuber. Like, no, bro, you're not.
I say penis, you say Parker. Penis.
Even though they tried to humanize him at the end.
I was kind of hoping one of you would have finished it then. Now I just look like an idiot. But
Parker.
You just made
now it just looks like I said penis.
It's made you say penis.
I just refuse. Like, I'm sorry. Like, low key, I'm like, I will refuse. Like, if you told me that was your bully, I'm just like,
bully?
That's your bully?
To be fair, he's not really played out to be a bully. He's just kind of there to be an asshole.
He's the guy that would get bullied. I'm not having any of this. And this is what Hollywood always does, and it really jerks my ass off. When you have someone in a bully
wait, what?
Can you have
Pause.
Hey, yo!
Pause.
I said it on purpose. What the? I said it on purpose. Okay? Can you when you have someone in a bully,
what do you mean by that?
Let me finish. When you have, I meant what I said. When you have someone in a bully role, can you clearly establish them as a threat and not some little puppy chihuahua that's trying to act tough? And yes, to go back to what I said there, hey yo, yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I thought it would be funny. That's why I said it. It got a little chuckle. Mission achieved. Boom.
No, I wouldn't say that, CKW. Kyler's pretty dumb, bro. Kyler's pretty dumb. Kyler's dumb.
Kyler is just stupid.
Kyler's dumb. At least Flash.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
Flash got into MIT. He's not stupid.
Yeah, he's not dumb.
Nah, if anything, Flash is just
the thing about it that people miss is that this version of Flash Thompson, he's not supposed to be like a bully. He's just they didn't want to do like the whole thing from like TASM and the Raimi trilogy where he just like, yeah, Parker shoves him up a locker or whatever. Like,
but you see, the best version of him is the TASM one.
That is
no, for sure. I don't disagree.
They did nothing with it.
They tried to make him like a Richie Rich type of character where he's like, yeah, bro, I got all this money.
He uses his money to get his friends, basically.
Yeah, because they gave a hint at it in this movie. His parents don't pay him any attention at home because they're rich. They're not there.
Yeah.
So.
It pisses me off. You know,
it doesn't work. It doesn't work the best. They didn't do the best job with it, so I get it.
It's just annoying. Yeah. Like you're convincing no one that you look at Tom Holland and you think, okay, yeah, he's a short little dewy-eyed dude, but there's no way in how he's getting bullied by that. That's just no.
I'm sorry. Like now, if he
well,
was like,
fair,
if he was like,
he wasn't bullying Peter. He was just being an asshole. He was just saying stuff, just talking shit.
But I'm just saying, it's like if you're like, look at like if the other two Spider-Men were to come back and they said like, that's your Flash, he bullies you. What the?
I do like the actor though. He's a funny guy. He was in a.
Oh, he's great.
He was in Dope.
But we have to finish the movie.
He was like, "Why are you fucking with me?"
He was also in Dope.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was in that. That was hilarious.
He was in that. Well, add Spider-Man onto the next list as well because we've still got clearly a few things to say.
Spider-Man 2.
But let's transition onto the next topic because this is half one here, and
I have some
thoughts. Within about 4 hours, I would have been up for about 24 hours. So let's transition
What's
to
next?
Cobra Key.
It's the final. It is the final one. It is strike first, strike hard. Cobra Kai, no mercy.
Oh man,
Yeah. What does the series mean to you guys?
Well, I already spoke on how it impacted
And
me
I
and what it meant to me. So this I mostly added. I told Danny to add on for you guys because you didn't get a chance to say your piece last time.
Yinko, you
So,
want to go?
Yinko, you want to go first, bro?
Spoken that much.
Oh,
Darius can go.
He's like, screw that. Like, not.
All right.
ow!
What does Cobra Kai mean to me? Okay. So this show, like the way I stumbled on this show by accident. Like I saw it on I saw an ad for it on YouTube Red in 2018, and I was like, "This shit looks awful." I'm sorry. Like I don't know how they cut the trailer together or something, or if I was just like too young for it at that point. I knew what the Karate Kid was. I like those. Like my dad made me watch those as a kid, so I knew what they were. I was like, "This shit looks trash. I'm not watching this." And you want me to for YouTube Red too? Like the fuck, I like watching this shit. I didn't watch it, but then I saw my dad looking at it one day downstairs. Like this was, and then this is during the pandemic. No, it's a little before that. I saw my dad looking at it. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And he was like, "Oh, this is Cobra Kai. It's like a sequel to Karate Kid." I was like, "Oh, really?" I had forgotten, but I had like seen a trailer for it those years.
I was shitting myself,
and
I was like, not another one.
I'm not watching this, bro. I'm like, nah. This is right after Last Jedi. But I was like, I sat down and watched some of it with him. I think he was towards the middle of season 1. I was like, oh, this is good. I want to watch the whole thing myself now. So I went upstairs, went in my room, turned it on. And the rest is history. I fell in love with the show. Watched all season 1 in a day. Watched season 2 in a day. But season 3 hadn't come out yet. So it was like, damn.
I stand by this. The ending of season 3 into season 4, that hype was just
chef's kiss.
But the reason the show I think means a lot to me is because I love the Karate Kid itself, timeless franchise. Like it's a timeless franchise. Even with this bad Karate Kid 3 actually is still.
I can still watch it.
I can still watch it,
and it's still a load of fun to watch.
Like it's one of those bad movies where Thomas Ian Griffith just carries it. Like he carries the movie, and the Cobra Kai, it carries some of those same themes, and it modernizes it, but in a way that it's not cringy. They're not on TikTok. They're not like throwing out cringy dialogue to be hit with the kids or whatever. Like that. It captures the spirit of those movies, and it does it in a way where it does show the shades of gray. Like the whole idea that Johnny Lawrence, the whole they're basically the template for 80s bullies. They all copy Johnny Lawrence. There's literally a genre of movies that copy Johnny Lawrence. Go look at them. They're pretty much all the same. They made that guy into a 3-dimensional character. That's impressive. And that goes to show you don't know what someone else might be going through. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that their actions are justified because they're not. But there's more to people than meets the eye. Basically, you don't know what someone else's story is. You just know what they show you. And I think Cobra Kai does the best job I've seen out of any show, save for Breaking Bad or something that does the way of conveying that. And the whole Miguel and Robbie, the bad timing, that shit happens. And the themes about fatherhood and friendship and finding father figures in unlikely places, that stuff resonates with not just me,
but the kids.
And I like how they have each of the characters represent a different type of issue. Miguel was bullying and trying to find your way in a new place and finding your confidence. Eli is being somebody you're not, the Eli Hawk stuff. Robbie is abandonment. Tori is being forced to grow up too fast. Sam is
the characters feel real, you know.
Sam is legacy.
You put the Hawk.
Go on, do it.
I didn't want to ruin Darius' segment. He was doing really good.
Andy is like Damo from Let's Keep It a Buck podcast when it comes to Hawk.
Hey, you know what? A kid said to me the other day, "Oh, maybe Hawk could win the tournament in season 6." I said,
maybe.
Doubt it, though. I doubt it.
It's a big maybe.
Yeah, it just
huge maybe.
It is. I'm not gonna like it's high art or whatever. It's a cheesy show, but it knows it's a cheesy show. It doesn't try to be anything more than that. It doesn't try to be. See, that's what separates it from like the CW shit. Because Riverdale treats itself like, oh yeah, this is the most serious show in the world. Look how serious we are, guys. Look how and then they say some dumbass shit like, oh yeah, there's aliens invading the city. Like no, you don't get to have dumb shit like that. Take it seriously. In Cobra Kai, you have Amanda being like, two grown-ass men about to kick each other into a pool over some shit that happened 30 years ago. It's ridiculous.
Get over yourself. It's silly and it's stupid.
But
we love Amanda.
But it knows that. It's self-aware. That's what makes it funny. Like that, they know that it's stupid. Everyone in the show knows it is. But it's still serious.
Sure, I could get some.
Like I said before, people brandish the show as, oh, I don't like fighting, or like, oh, it's just karate. It's like, no, the karate is a physical metaphor and expression for the deep-rooted trauma. Like when Robbie's unloading on Johnny in season 3, that scene isn't about the karate. It's about the rage that a son has for his dad and the route he goes down. If it wasn't a karate soap opera, that's him joining a gang.
Yeah.
Like that's him joining.
I mean, if you want to be 100, is karate? I mean, is Cobra Kai?
That's what that is a metaphor for. Like vice versa, Hawk going and nearly killing someone is a way of saying, hey,
you want to be real,
bullied him. You've created a serial killer.
If you want to know what Cobra Kai is an allegory for, it's alcohol. It's alcohol and drugs. It's something that makes you act not like yourself. It makes you violent, short temper, addictive. What else does that? Like that's alcohol, bro.
I mean, if you want to be 100, like if you look at the synopsis, it's a bunch of grown men, karate war. It's cheesy, okay? Like let's be 100.
It's cheesy, but it's a fun kind of cheese. Like it's stuff.
Yeah. Yes, it's like Power Rangers. This reminds me of Power Rangers.
But when you like see that scene at the end of season 4 with Johnny and Robbie embracing after 4 seasons. That you forget what you're watching, and you're like, oh my god! When it's real, it's real. When Miguel's in a coma, and you're like, is this kid gonna wake up? When he finds out who his dad is, stuff like that is it's so real. It's real.
Yeah.
And also Daniel with the
and kids go through that.
All of us. Daniel. Yeah.
That scene when we were watching it, that broke me. Like I was out.
Camera, man.
I had to go off camera.
They find a way to not, in building up Johnny, they don't shit on Daniel, which I really respect that. Like they don't do the thing where, we're gonna take your hero, we're gonna take your hero and shit on him. He's an asshole now. Like they didn't do that. Like
because that's not true.
What they do.
Objectively speaking, Daniel was still the hero in the first film. Objectively speaking.
It's like that's what they do nowadays. Is like they they just crap on the heroes now, and I'm like, bruh, like I'm so glad they did not do that to Daniel. I was like, yes. Now season one, Daniel was the villain. Like let's keep it 100. Daniel was doing.
It was in character. Like it wasn't like they made him a different guy. Like he would do.
Oh, he means you're crying.
Oh right.
He messed up. When he messed up, I was like, he was like, oh yeah, I messed up. He acknowledged, I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. Like that's good.
The main metaphor of everything is to become a better person.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like how do you become your best
RJ? I think it's RJ's turn or Yinko's turn.
But you want to go or you want me to go?
I mean, I'll just piggyback off Darius. Like when I first saw the trailer, I thought it was trash. And then I think on YouTube Red, I think could you buy an episode or I think you had to buy some kind of package.
YouTube Red subscription.
You got one for free. You got 1 and 2 for free. But
you got 1 and 2 for free. So it was like the first, like you remember.
But you have to subscribe and buy YouTube Red
things where it would be like, you've seen Johnny's story. Now let's catch up with Daniel. Like I miss those.
And I think I saw like the first 2 episodes for free, and I was like, I'll just pay the $10 and watch it. And then I got addicted. You saw more about Johnny, not about Daniel, because he was all in the first trilogy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, wait, you're done? Oh,
but yeah, it brought more to the table than just the Karate Kid, tournament. It was more than just a tournament. It was more about life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you still got more to say? Or wait.
Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't watch it when it first out. The funny thing is, I started watching it after season 2 came out. So it was around 2019? Yeah. Like right before they put it out on Netflix, I started watching it. And I just remember I said, okay, I'm gonna get this because I kept putting it off. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this trash. And that was like during the prime of when they were bringing back stuff and it was terrible. And like doing sequels of like 80s like movies or whatever, and it was terrible.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, basically.
Also
the
Jurassic
Last Jedi was like the last. That was when I was like, yeah. That was when I was like, yeah, I'm not watching any more like sequels when it comes to like
after the second Jurassic World. Literally in the cinema, I turned and I looked at someone and went.
I was like, this is shit.
I started watching the first episode, and you boys know how I am. If I really like something, I'm gonna keep watching it, and I'm gonna watch it over and over again. Like when
I remember when we first started watching Prison Break, you were like, man, I had to see the breakout, bro. I
had to. I watched it without you, and then I remember when we watched season 5 afterwards. Danny asked, he was like, RJ, how many times have you watched season 5? I was like, only twice. Only twice, man. Come on. Like, so, because like I went to see No Way Home like 3 or 4 times in the theater. Same thing with the Batman. But the point is, I just started going on a binge, just watching it, and then it came out on Netflix. So that's when I watched season 2, and I rewatched season 1, rewatched season 2, and I just love what they did with Johnny as a character and that theme of redemption.
Freaking annoying.
Johnny, man.
And I love Johnny. Like, that's my favorite character.
Like rewatching the show back gave me an appreciation for characters like Robbie and Johnny. But in season 1, Robbie and Daniel pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, and you know what the funny thing
like
is?
The first time I watched it, oh, shocking! I know, the Robbie fanboy, but it's true.
Yeah, and the thing is, I love that this show, and yes, it's cheesy. There are some fans.
It's good cheese though. It's fun.
Yeah. It's good cheese. It's fun. It knows what it is, like Darius said. And if a film or TV show knows what it is, that makes it more fun to watch it and accept it.
Yeah.
And that's not like Riverdale. All these other CW trash shows, they don't understand what they are.
They take themselves so seriously.
No, they don't cheat. They don't cheat. They just.
But the thing that I like about the show is that, and this is credit to the big 3 and how they write the characters, is the theme of like just the overall themes, like
we the big 3.
Oh God. But the themes of the show, like forgiveness or redemption, I gotta say, like, Robbie's character is he has the best. I have to say, he has the best arc across the show. And
thank you.
He really moved
I
up.
swear to God, when that boy picks up the trophy next season, they're gonna say, "Oh, he has the best arc." Called it.
After season 5, he became my second favorite character behind Johnny. I just love what he did.
I don't think you actually
that moment where he went to Terry Silver's dojo,
bro,
and he was like,
took all you guys, but
I'm sorry, he damn well.
Like this.
I swear to, and this isn't me capping for stream's sake and whatever, but if I saw one day that you 4 were taken into this dojo, into this cult-like thing, I'd be pulling up and saying, "Excuse me, what you're taught here is BS. Get back with me. F you."
Yeah. But it's like
he basically said "F you" to him. That's what it was. A big, gigantic middle finger.
Like, I love Miguel. Don't get me wrong. I love Miguel.
Hey, that's dope. Robbie Oliver.
But Robbie is the freaking man, dude. Like I love this. Like
can we give it a trophy? Can we please give it a trophy?
Like Jacob, I started out not liking him that much. I thought he was annoying. But
well, I thought, because they brought him in, I thought, oh, here we go, the bloody love interest drama. Here we go.
That's where I was.
I'm gonna be 100. I was a Robbie fan day one.
Season
3.
Season 3, I was like, I freaking love this dude. Like with the scar in juvie, the laugh where he's laughing and he's on the ground. I'm like, dude, I like characters like this, man. I was like, it goes back.
Anti-hero is best.
Anti-hero is best. We say it all the time, Jacob. Anti-hero characters are the best characters.
Listen, now I can speak for myself. I was a Robbie fanboy since day one. Day one, Robbie. I knew Robbie was gonna be the guy. I knew it. I said,
as soon as Robbie was introduced and he came with that leather jacket, and he was like,
"Yeah."
He told Johnny, he basically told Johnny, "Fuck off." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah."
Darius.
Like, what do you want?
You know what I'm talking about. If you watch a lot of anime, you know the character. You know the character when they roll in. Like you're like, "Oh, I like you."
So we got Sasuke in here. Okay, I see how it is.
You know, Danny, I remember when you told me once, you're like, it just brought back a memory when you was like, you know, Jacob, you like that kid in that anime that just rocks up and he bounced the bully on day one.
Because it's like, when I was watching the show, I'm like, because I always like, you know, I like most of like the fleshed out characters, but I was like thinking to myself, like, do I like Robbie more than Miguel? Like, I love Robbie, man. Like the way he fights, the swagger, and I think that's just credit to Tanner, man. Like he brings such a swagger.
I said that is Tommy Oliver's second coming. I already knew it. I was like, oh boy, that's the guy right there. He's the bad boy. He's the bad boy, and he's gonna steal the show. I knew it. I called it on day one.
He's the Green Ranger.
I knew it.
Yeah,
he was the Green Ranger.
I just want to draw attention to two specific moments. Give it up for Miguel Diaz and the Cobra Kai Dojo. Who am I? One. The second one, season 4, Cobra Kai's winning. Robbie looks at his dad. Winning it with his dad, cinematic language.
He has to win. He has to win.
I don't like
it's right there.
At this point, if it doesn't happen, it's kind of bad writing in a way. It kind of is.
I agree.
If Eli can get a trophy, then so can Robbie, as far as I'm concerned. And I love me some Hawk, but Jesus Christ.
Listen, if Miguel wins, I probably will be upset. And also, the writers, like, I love you guys, but you can't escape those claims about favoring certain characters if Miguel wins. I'm just saying, man.
I mean, look, by and large, could you make a case that Miguel was better? Yeah, sure. But
doesn't take away from Miguel, though.
That's besides the point.
Yeah, but it's like when Luke beats Vader in Return of the Jedi. It's like Vader is stronger than Luke, but Luke beats him because of the emotional gravity within the fight.
The best fighter doesn't always win, especially
that's what some of these Hawk fans.
Why did Qui-Gon lose to Darth Maul in Phantom Menace?
Miguel, Robbie needs to win because it would end Cobra Kai. He could.
I told Jacob this.
Back? His dad. Who gets rid of it?
Jacob.
What did Kreese say?
Jacob,
maybe he could be the one to keep Cobra Kai going. He's the one that gets rid of it.
Man.
It's more personal for Robbie than it is for anyone else. His apprentice is in there. His girl got basically tortured. Like it's like his dad got freaking assaulted. Miguel, his stepbrother's beaten the shit out of again. Like all this stuff.
His mentor too. Daniel got jumped.
Exactly, and also he has a personal stake in. Yes, he didn't win the tournament, but he's a damn good reason as to why they were threatening in season 4 and why they continued to rise to power. He feels like I'm the one that continued this road.
If he didn't help Kreese in season, if he didn't join Kreese in season at the end of season 3, like Cobra Kai would have been dead in the water.
Darius, you even told me this, like when you saw like Kreese was like almost like panicking when he put his hand on the wall of the Cobra, and then he saw like Robbie. He's like, oh, okay. Oh,
before he saw that,
thank you.
Kreese was scared, man.
I know y'all kind of like rag on like. I know y'all kind of like rag on.
Kreese was scared.
The missed opportunity with Robbie, like in season 4, to like go full on with the dark side.
Yes.
But I still I don't know what you
should
guys
make that a topic, by the way, for one week.
But
yes,
I still think they should have went all in. But I do that scene where when he forgives his dad and he says, "I'm sick of blaming you," and he just fully comes home.
It's so real.
Yeah,
like he doesn't fully come home, but it's the start of him coming home, basically. Like,
yep, it's so
that,
real though. Like that, it's such a real thing.
Hey Jacob, I think you might agree with me on this. Like,
probably
for Power Rangers' sake,
probably.
we all know that Tommy Oliver is basically the GOAT of Power Rangers. He's pretty much the GOAT. GOAT. Like, you argue say that he's the GOAT or whatever. But would you say that Jason is the best leader of all time, though, too? Because that's how I see Miguel and Robbie's situation and everything. Like, you can...
purely Jason evoked that leadership material, but I think Tommy is the best fighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I see. It's like, because if you like
remember, Robbie
Miguel and Robbie's fight.
The thing,
yeah.
Remember,
Miguel and Robbie is like remind me of Tommy and
Johnny's
Jason.
story. This whole show is Johnny's story. Who's the one person Robbie hasn't been mentored by yet?
His dad.
And look at what kind of fighter Miguel came to be because of Johnny. Robbie will kick ass.
The thing about Robbie is like he did learn from Silver and Kreese at the same time. That's like,
a good point.
Like, but also that season 4, episode 1, man, where he whoops everybody's ass in that dojo. I was like, God dang! Like he just whooped everybody's ass.
That to me, that and Miguel and Robbie and Eli's fight, that's still the best choreography. Like that, the dojo fight.
I don't think you're gonna top that.
Robbie and Eli is still the best choreography of the kids. Chosen and Silver's the best.
Okay, because I was supposed to say, like, you know, Silver and Chosen, man.
Well, no, but like we separate. Like, it's one of them things.
Yeah.
We separate the two because
it
just makes sense.
For the kids, Robbie and Eli is the peak. I don't think it gets better than that.
Yeah.
I don't think they will. Even in this,
like in season 5,
be great fights.
Like in season 5, they're like, okay, Robbie and Miguel, but that couldn't top.
But Jacob and Tanner were really freaking going for it.
It can actually help. They can both fight too. So
yeah.
Like depending on who they're fighting in the Sekai Taikai and all that kind of stuff. But to
get a real martial
level
artist in there, maybe
caliber, like that. But also the way the fight plays out is fucking so
storytelling.
Like Robbie's just like, let me get this shit off, and then Eli's just like, get this off, and then it's just great, man. I love it. And even though Robbie gets
straight up anime
cinematic language on display, both of them they've been more in the dojo than the other person, and they both are so similar in so many different ways. It's great. It's great. I love it.
That name,
Dan. Oh my god.
What?
Well, I believe we're going to wrap it up there for today.
I do agree Kenny is underrated, though. People don't want to hear that.
Well,
oh boy. Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Danny, come on now.
Wait, hold on.
Kenny would kick his ass.
I don't believe it. Kenny would whoop his ass.
I'm not talking about the Anthony and Kenny Sons.
Oh no, fuck all that shit. We know the outcome of that. I'm not going down that road.
I'm just saying Kenny's underrated as a character and a fighter. Like he has.
Oh yeah, Kenny's a good character.
Kenny, right? There's levels to this.
Well, yeah, no shit.
But if we're talking objectively speaking, it's Miguel, Robbie, and then I'm gonna say it.
I'm not even.
Hang on, I'm gonna say it.
I'm not comparing Kenny to them.
No. I'm gonna say it. Hang on. I'm talking about potential. Right now, I think Kenny could surpass Hawk.
I think he can.
Yeah,
I think so too.
That's fair.
Now, I know it was plot mostly.
I know Danny loves that shit.
But man,
it's true. The young man knows how to kill somebody. He literally has a lethal weapon walking around with him.
If you want to be objective, he can, because anybody that was trained one-on-one with Terry freaking Silver to that level, he basically had like 2 seasons with him. And then he got season 4 where he trained. It was like, everybody was in there. But season 5, It was one-on-one training.
Also, here's
He basically said, "You are my new black son, and you will learn everything." Like,
he's gonna know what I mean. You know who Kenny reminds me of? Kid Gohan. Like,
yes.
Like Gohan wasn't the strongest in early Dragon Ball Z, but he showed flashes and he was competing with people who were way stronger than him.
The confidence on display from Ken, the confidence when as soon as he goes like that.
Yeah, dude.
Bam, like the confidence.
Bro, this dude stepped up. This dude
he's a freshman and he's telling high schoolers what to do.
I mean, except Miguel though. Miguel dropped his ass on the floor and reminded him.
He did, but you got to give him credit though. He
wasn't scared.
Well, no, I give him credit. I just find it funny because Miguel just kicks him.
Yeah,
Miguel was like, "You don't want to do this." Kenny was like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah,
yes, I do.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, "Yeah, I do." Yeah,
wait for it.
No.
1 second.
What you finna say? What were you finna say, Darius?
Yeah, but like he reminds me a lot of Gohan because like Gohan, he hasn't reached that potential yet. At least when he was a kid, he didn't. But when he does,
yeah.
Oh boy, y'all are in trouble because if he's this, think about it, he's like 14, 15, and these kids are like 17
and also
17, 18-year-olds. Like
they're learning from Daniel, Johnny, Mike, and Chosen.
Yeah.
But now but Kenny's learning from them and Robbie, Miguel, Tori, like all those people as well.
He's gonna learn about the kid. He's gonna learn about
to quote a movie I don't really like we are what they grow beyond. Each generation is going to be stronger than the last one because there's more to learn. Like that's
the
true.
man. The little kid is he's a prodigy, man. He picks up stuff real quick. So
I can watch The Last Jedi. I'll give it that. It's just like
that's a good point.
I just fundamentally disagree with the movie.
I think there's definitely potential for some really good spin-offs.
Oh yeah.
Do we need a spin-off for a spin-off though?
All right. So I've been thinking about a lot about this. Like, where does Cobra Kai
add it to the thing for next week.
I gotta agree with Danny. I could see them doing a spin-off, but at the same time, I don't want them to.
All I want is one. I just want Chosen in Okinawa. That's it. I just want to see Chosen School, even if it's for a season, 1 season.
Honestly, that could work.
My thing is this: do you guys want more spin-offs?
Do you know what I want? I know what you're talking about. Do you know what I want? The spin-off I want is the stream next week. Because I think we've reached.
You're tired.
Yeah, like
you're tired.
It's like 2 a.m. I'm fading out now. Like I'm fading out.
Faded.
I'm faded.
Your love is fading.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Anyway, yes, it has been a great stream. Very good to return to form again. Regular streams are now back in place every Sunday. Again, the only reason it wasn't last Sunday is because I was binging Spider-Man. I think I'm allowed a day off just to have a bit of fun for once. But with that being said, right,
lots of fun. Eh?
Every single Sunday, we're going to be streaming, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. We're back in the fold. We talked Spider-Man, we talked Batman, we talked Cobra Kai, we talked DC's incompetence, Henry Cavill, and I was a good man, and then DC got rid of Henry Cavill. So this is like our therapy. This is our therapy. This is how we vent and how we get it out there, and it's entertaining and it's funny for all involved. Everyone give a massive toast to the man, the myth, the Mamba. That was perfect. The goated one, sir. He was frozen.
I am frozen?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Let it go.
And MMA King Chris Jr., the anime connoisseur.
Anime connoisseur. This man's an anime god over here, man.
Jesus. Sensei. Yinky with that brilliant new hair. Look at that fade. Look at that. Oh, it's dope. And of course, me, myself.
Good to see Yinko, man.
Me.
This guy here. Yeah.
This guy here. Mars, what's up? What's up, dudes? Okay, everyone, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Next week, we are doing a original Kings of Pop Culture stream, so feel free to add some more list stuff onto that, Danny. We can continue talking next week. I'm sure Adam and a couple of them, like Adam and Shamoon and Cody, will definitely be interested in talking about those. But yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying doing this regularly again. Fuck yeah.
We're back.
The boys are back.
We're back, Mopo.
We're back. Back again. Tell a friend. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll, have a quiet,
Oh, Cobra Kai Studios in the house.
Oh, damn, that's the name I've not heard in a long
We're finally
time.
back.
Ow. That's a throwback.
We're finally back.
That's a throwback.
And we'll be number one on top once again.
About this son of a bitch. Why don't we go down there and kick his ass right now?
By your leave, Mr. Turner.
Not that hot. This guy woke up this morning. He was white.
I haven't played that clip in so long.
Open wide.
He was white. This is your last chance, Johnny. There's not gonna be another one after
And
this.
everyone pose
Chance,
all
Johnny.
together.
RJ, remember X5?
Oh yeah.
Also, by the way, I just want to say, before we go any further, keep
That was fun.
keep
For
holding
no
the
reason,
pose.
he's doing the fish pose.
No
Keep
reason
holding the
at all.
pose. Keep holding the pose. Because Oreo.
Gotcha.
So if it's two white guys and another white guy, is that a vanilla Oreo?
Does it mean that the cream is actually
Cody, where are you?
It was stuffed.
Marva, see you guys next week. Take care, everyone. Peace.
Peace out.
Pose.
Oh,